The singing.
I have that song stuck in my head.
Okay. I'm just obsessed with putting Binding of Isaac music in the background of my Homestuck read-throughs.
Alright, I was gonna put my own music in the background.
Yeah.
Let's get...
Nothing you can sing to, though.
No, I gotta pull up YouTube first. I was just gonna look up Modsat Disc 2.
Just on your computer.
Yeah, just Google it. Modsat Disc 2. Here we go. Back to the beginning and loop. Alright. Sorry. I may be too familiar with the Modsat Disc 2. Hey, Dino.
Did you actually do it?
Yeah.
Oh, man. It was funny when we didn't have to feed him. Oh, what is going on? My stream has just started and it is already constantly having issues.
Oof. So when are you gonna stop using the Christmas skins?
When I remember to put the old ones that I have back on.
Okay.
What? Is that not the correct answer? What is going
well, the answer
on?
To that is never.
No,
because ADHD
Tyler,
out of sight, out of mind.
Tyler, I'm kind of trying to focus on why the fuck my stream is constantly having issues now. I'm literally sitting on a still screen. I should not be losing this many frames on a still screen. I'm gonna close Firefox real quick. Is my phone doing anything?
I got a note if the Dragon's Bastille is live.
I immediately opened Firefox. What bitrate I'm streaming at? Because I can turn it down. 1,200. That's already so low. Oh my god, I'm gonna be happy when I can go back to streaming at like 2,000 with good internet. Alright, let's transition over to the comic. And Tyler, here's the question.
Right.
I think, not for the sake of me or you, but just for the sake of, like, you know, like, what people watching the playlist back later, because no one's coming to the actual fucking stream of reading Homestuck.
Yeah.
Should we do, like, a recap, or should we just jump right into it?
I don't think I could recap what we've done in Homestuck so far, like, even if like we wanted to, if I'm being...
Why is that?
I mean, try to summarize very quickly the things that just happened last stream when we were starting. And know that the amount of things that happen will only go up the more streams we do.
Fair point. Alright. There's the...
I have my Homestuck voice account assignments.
Yeah.
Up. You have 4 voices, I have 2.
Wait, how do I have 4? Hold on.
Because you have John, Jade, WV, and Nanospray, and I have Dave and Rose. Like, we weren't gonna assign anyone to WV because they were just doing the blue instruction parts.
I mean,
but
we still
you started
haven't
adding your own flair to it.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, that's basically a voice. So
Yeah.
I gave it to you.
I suppose I'll start then. Are you ready, Tyler?
Yeah.
Well then.
I could also take narration, like, completely.
I like the idea that we swap it back and forth. I like that idea. Because, like, narration is the biggest part of reading.
Yeah.
If we're trying to split everything
I'm just gonna
evenly...
take the next 2 voices that come up.
Well, so that's the thing. I wouldn't consider WV a proper voice. I still don't. I still think we should go back and forth. Because WV is only ever going to say, at most, 1 line.
Fair.
Literally.
So, yeah.
And that's going to be the same with all the other,
Next voice is due to be mine, though.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, either way.
You wander over to the place where your bro keeps his sweet turntable gear. Man, that setup is sweet. You feel pangs of jealousy whenever you walk by it. Really cool jealousy, though. Like the kind where instead of getting all worked up about it, you don't actually give a shit. One of your brother's rad and extremely expensive ninja swords is missing, though. You know this drill all too well. Troubles are brewing. Take expensive ninja sword.
He just said it was missing.
What sword?
What sword?
Exit your bro's room.
You approach the exit. There's something on the door
Sorry,
you haven't seen before.
Yeah.
Looks like one of your bro's ironic comics he left for you to check out.
Also, hi there.
Yeah.
I...
You talk about the fact that Dirk can move at light speed?
Yeah.
And he uses it specifically to fuck with
And,
Dave.
like, you can tell it's Dirk, because it's like, you can see, like, a black shadow coming in from the chair and leaving or from the fucking pink Smuppet's nose, because that's what that is.
Yeah.
You can just, like, you can see it.
Yeah.
Tyler, if I could move at light speed, I would use it to fuck with very specific people as well, though. And I think, like, any one of us would. Like, we'd also use it for good, that's the difference. But, like, who wouldn't use it to mess with people?
He does use it to slice a meteor in half later, so I'll give him that one.
Spoilers. What have I done? Animal, please stop breathing, oh god, please. Haha, it's okay, make-believe time is over. What the fuck?
Who do she finds out? Play a game. Do you want to play? All right.
Is this
cool.
A reference to Calliope and Caliborn later on?
I think it's a reference to Saw.
Okay.
But yeah, sure. Also that.
Okay, some of this stuff, you know he's just leaving around to get under your skin. This is obviously another ploy in his relentless siege of one-upmanship to get your goat. The same goat you've been meaning to bleat, like, ironically, but we'll still have to wait for a more appropriate time. You think he knows that deep down you feel like you're still not ironic enough to get stuff like this? And this is probably some weird gauntlet he's throwing down to see if you will get it. But honestly, you think his material is just a little too ironic. You just don't need to see this shit right now.
Dave, I don't think he's being ironic. I think he's just cringe. I think he's just a cringe-ass brony with a puppet fetish.
Go into the kitchen. Oh.
He's doing fucking, like, dark angst edits of the fucking Muppet Babies. Like, I think he's just cringe. No sign of bro in here either. Well, aside from the absurd quantity of awesome, dangerous stuff he leaves lying around. Transfer katana to Stripe Specialist.
How'd you not already have that?
With an escalating sense of a threat, you think it's time you shift your katana to your Specialist. You figure it's better to free up the card anyway, since you might need to grab some of this stuff.
Like, why, how had he not possibly done that before now?
I don't know. I think you just grabbed the... You probably took the katana out of the Stripe Specialist for something else.
You can't do that. You can't take stuff out of the Strife Specialist. He specifically says it's permanent.
Changing your Stripe Specialist, like the Stripe Specialist allocation is. So he's always blade blind. But like you can take the blades in and out.
Okay. Set blender to mix. Oh.
Why does it have blood?
You guess bro stuck some fake blood capsules in that puppet? Pretty gross.
Oh. He's probably Bro's many webcams nearby recording the incident. Seems you may have just been an unwitting accessory to some sort of grisly puppet snuff film. You're not totally sure how you feel about that.
Huh.
Why? Your Bro leaves webcams. Fair reaction.
Yeah.
Capture log buster sword from behind microwave.
Final Fantasy reference. Oh yeah. This might be the only thing in the whole apartment that's a bigger piece of shit than your own sword. You put it back in the behind the microwave where it belongs. Set blender to crush ice.
Sort of bouncing around in there now. You're making a bit of a mess.
Hide evidence in microwave. Oh, good lord. See, like, his hobbies are cool and all, and you guess he's got to put his shit somewhere. But what if you wanted to
put it in his room!
But what if you wanted to just heat up a burrito or something? This kitchen is pretty much useless. Grab those fireworks.
Capture log all the fireworks the sink has to offer. You just know these are going to come in handy. Why would they be in the sink if they weren't? Looks like one of them is still stuck in the garbage disposal. Shurikens. Grab the shurikens and
Hey,
before you're putting stuff.
He finally stops doing it.
Especially if you're looking to turn your Silodex into a powder keg full of sharp things.
Yeah, right.
You put the box of fireworks, 3, back into card 5 and prepare to start up. Or card 3, apparently. That settles that, you guess.
You take them and chuck, once again grabbing without thinking ahead.
Wait. I just like when it falls. The little look down. Just so much emotion for a character with so little facial contortion.
Why are you... Once you capture the box again while adeptly avoiding the shuriken trap which you yourself just set moments ago.
Why? Okay. Alright, buddy.
Ran up all the box. Oh my god. You again ran up all the... Sorry?
Nope, go.
You again round up all the fireworks. Time to regroup here. Capture log each shuriken individually. You grab each shuriken one at a time, knocking out the nunchucks Bonk. But no worries, you've got a plan. Capture log nunchucks.
You take the nunchucks. 6. Everything seems to be in order now. That is interesting that it's dependent on what he calls it.
Oh yeah, no, that's...
Also, Cal disappeared again.
So he
It would
did.
have been badass to go with an authentic Japanese name for each weapon, but sometimes you just gotta compromise with this modus.
Examine fetch mode.
modus.
Hey. You flip over your fetch modus and check out the back. You're not really sure where it is you're keeping this thing. Oh well, who cares? Press eject button. Oh hell no, not after all that trouble you went through to get that stuff situated. That is potentially a very dangerous button. Change Scrabble points hash modus? Ugh.
First, you program your modus with the Scrabble points hash function, adding it to the list. Oh, values. This might be a cool function to use, but it looks like you'll have to empty your selected. You're just not going to do that yet. No way. Check box to detect collision.
The way I've been doing it is whoever reads the paragraph also reads the next page link. Okay, take the skateboard.
And just what is this guy so happy about? What's he looking at up there? You think if you see one more soft bulbous bottom being like kind of jutting out and impudent or whatever, you're gonna fly off the handle.
You're gonna fly off the handle so hard you're not even gonna fucking... What's the fucking... What is it? I can't remember. Oh, they'll say it soon enough.
Fucking pirouette off the handle.
It's like you and that handle want nothing to do with each other. You take the skateboard. Actually, no, you don't. A collision has been detected. You take the wheeled ride. Man, your inventory's nomenclature is getting lamer by the minute. Capture log the unplugged power cords. You take
the power cord. Wait, no, not gonna work. Think of a new word for power cord.
What's the difference?
Out loud.
Oh, okay. I was like trying to figure out what the difference was. You take the battery pack.
Out loud for class?
Yes, I'm just Tyler. I'm here to enjoy it too. I'm just trying to tell the difference. You take the battery pack. Damn it. You take the battery pack using the Y as a consonant. Your Sylladex reluctantly accepts. It's a tactic notoriously employed by hashmap noobs, but you just don't care about that now. Besides, it's not like your bro is around to say. Oh! Oh, we get to see him.
Jump!
With the tiny little exclamation points.
I hear the tiny exclamation point as the noise that Dolores makes when she like hears something.
Yeah.
The little.
Search for some mad snacks, yo.
Oh, it was just little Cal again. You can never stay mad at him. Anyway, you've got to get through this way rude You got to get this way rude hunger under control. You figure out to scope the fridge for some grub. This hunger is so ill-mannered it would make a room full of snooty dowagers commit mass suicide.
Wow.
Open a refrigerator.
That's a little... Okay. Oh god, more shitty swords. Of course you knew these were in here. You're not even sure where you looked. If you want to keep any food or beverages in this apartment, you've pretty much got no choice but to hide stuff away in your closet. Take swords.
Is that why you have warm apple juice in your closet? The hell with it. You try to take the entire jumble of unbelievably shitty swords and brace yourself for... Looks like that works, actually. 2. You capture log the jumble of unbelievably shitty swords. Use Ice Maker, it's still hot around here.
You spill several cherry bombs. Wait, who's that looking at you in the reflection? Where'd the little dude scamper off to this time?
You go for the cherry bombs, 9, unsuccessfully. After mulling it over a bit, you take the red spherical salutes, 1. Take blender.
Huh.
I feel like the people who were doing these forum things, if they were still doing the forum thing by this point, were just wanted to take everything just to force Hussey to keep making up this shit.
Yes. No,
To
absolutely.
keep contending with Dave's fucking modus.
Yeah. Blender is a pretty simple word, and you can already tell that's not going to work. Instead, you take the whirling blade picture. And that's really a much better name for it anyway, you think. Activate garbage disposal. Stuff down Mr. Purple Guy into the garbage disposal.
Still not sure what he's so happy about, or what he's looking at up there.
While you're at it, you dump the contents of the blender, whirling blade pitcher into the disposal. But you suffer an unfortunate garbage disposal head jam. You notice something in the reflection, something above you. Look up.
It's the hatch to the crawl space above your apartment. Bro's always tucking away up in there when he's busting out his rat stealth stunts. He's so slick that dangling cord never even jostles. You just know he's being ironic with these weird mind games. There's no way anyone could be serious about aping those shitty movies. I think he's serious about aping those shit. I think your brother's just cringe, Dave. Use the turntables and cinder blocks to make a fort.
A pretty sweet fort you just made, and you're pretty sure your brother would agree. Under different circumstances, you might be high-fiving over it right now. Rather than get inside and take it for a spin, you really just need to use it to get up to that hatch. Yank cord. Oh, I know what's about to come out.
Yep. It's time to face your destiny. No going back now.
And puppets.
Yeah, there was pretty much no way there wasn't going to be a bunch of puppets in there.
The arms sticking out. We have read this one already.
We've read this.
Yeah.
This is, Rose dropped some sick rhymes.
Happen.
Read the note on the hatch.
Yeah.
Bro, roof now, bring Cal. We're doing it, man. We're making this happen.
Happen, because there's only one P. We're
Pen.
making this happen.
We're doing this.
We're making
We're
this
making-
happen.
We're doing, yeah. Bust out of the puppet pile like the one.
Be the other guy. Oh. You were now the other guy. Take dowels and sheets from bed and make a tent.
Nice. This is so much fun. A huge waste of time, yes, but so much fun.
Carve a totem in the
Carve a
punch
totem.
poker card.
You put a punched card containing the pogo right in the slot and carve a totem from one of the Cruxite dowels.
Repeat
Process
process
with
with
other
other
cards and
cards and
dowels.
dowels. I love the alchemy system in this, honestly.
You use the card containing the code for the hammer, as well as the one with the random code you punched over the shaving cream card for the hell of it. You carve the respective totems for the cards.
Do the same thing with the capture log card. Yeah, it's just smaller, isn't it?
Yeah.
I like how Rose can like help with this kind of stuff though, because she can pick up the stuff with the cursor.
Rose collect totems. you stow the totems in your Athenium.
And stowing the totems, like, automatically, like, shows you how to make, like, how much it costs for each item as well.
Yeah. I like the question mark.
The alchemitor requires 1 unit of any type of grist to produce a card. You decide to use shale since it seems generally less useful than build grist right now. You make a whole bunch of them. Fuck, what was my... No! Whoa! Did you just make all of these?
That's the note I have for it. Yes.
Sweet, thanks! What did you do with all the blue wobbly vase looking things?
I brought the totems out to the alchemiter to test them. I'm taking some things into my own hands to save some time.
Okay. Hammer. Yep, you create a hammer at the expense of 2 units of build grist. You create a pogo ride too. -5 build and 1 shale. You use the... Oh, I guess you can...
Use the totem card with the random code. You create a rocket pack with some random crap stuck inside it. Looks like a cinder block, a violin, and a flower pot. These items have rendered the device completely inoperable. You figure you might as well put this piece of junk to use.
Collect cards. Hell yeah. Using a little strategy, first you grab Harry Anderson's Wise Guide by Mike Cavney, then the cards, then your ejected PDA, then the book again to finish. Flush the cards in your deck. Nice going. John, turn on collected collisions.
Why would there be detect collisions? You flip your fetch mode but find no such option. This is idiot. Yeah, of course there'd be no detect collisions. There's no collisions for his system.
Yeah, well, someone said it.
Yeah. Alright. Read the book. Be the wise guy.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
New Orleans, 1977. The close-up room at the Magic Castle with this mean little box.
No, if you want to read it, you pause the fucking video. You never really understood what Cavney's relationship to Anderson was, nor why he wrote the book about him. His ambivalent attitude towards your favorite magician in these attitude towards your favorite magician in these anecdotes always struck you as a little weird. And to be honest, you tend not to read much of the text in the book. You mostly just like to look at the diagrams for all the cool tricks. Pause, read it. Here you go. Pause, read it. AKA the A-hole trick. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. The old hole in the ace trick. Interestingly enough, pertaining to punching holes in cards and making them disappear and stuff. Your hands weren't really strong enough to make this one work all that well either. But actually, this gives you an idea. You overlay two
of the punched cards. They mask each other's holes patterns.
Put both cards in totem.
Both cards in totem lathe.
Yeah. You carve another totem using the combined hole pattern. So many hammers. Oh man, looks like Rose made 1,000,000 hammers for some reason. Get all this shit out the way. You're about to make something sweet.
Why did she make so many hammers?
Hell yeah. Alchemy!
You got the pogo hammer. Practice with new weapon.
Boing, 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 boing.
Trying to decide what tone this should be in. Like accusatory or like curiosity?
¿Por qué no las dos?
What did you do?
I combined the cards and the lathe thingy and made this. It is so sweet, man. Look at me go.
I see. That was a really good idea, John. Nice work.
Thanks. I got the idea from Harry Anderson.
Who?
You know the show Night Court?
No.
Oh, well, bottom line is, he's awesome. That's really all there is to say on the matter. Attack the nearest imp to test the pogo hammer's strength. Oh.
You get a vicious rhythmic bouncing combo going and easily slay the imp in one blow. You and the pogo ride are catapulted sky high in the process.
Sweet catch. Oh, big
boy. Big boys. Pastor John.
See, this is what I'm talking about. It feels like you can't interact with objects that are interacting with people because of this. This is why I said that. Remember, we had that little, like, we had that, dispute in the first one. So something tells me that
it did, though.
I know, that's the thing. Something tells me that they didn't have that
Maybe
rule
it's just because he's stopping that from moving and she can't move him. But he wasn't stopping the sledgehammer from moving.
Maybe?
So, like,
maybe
if
there's
he
like a
was in
fail-safe. Yeah, so maybe there's like
so,
a
like,
fail-safe.
if he was sitting on top of the sledgehammer, then she wouldn't have been able to move it.
Yeah, maybe there's a fail-safe where you can't move the player, but you can move like you can't move the player, but you can move objects even if the player's touching them.
Yeah.
Hey, that was pretty nice.
Sweet catch.
Save. Oh yeah, this is pretty comfy. Why don't you just, like, carry the bed around with me in it? Up to the gate there.
I can't interact with you directly, or anything that you are touching, if it will result in moving you. See?
Oh wow, she actually just answered that question. Oh, lame.
The game probably regards that as kind of cheating. In a way, thieving you of your free will as an adventurer, and the need to advance by your own skill and ingenuity. The server player is just a facilitator.
Well, okay. All that scurrying around kind of wore me out. I think I'm gonna rest here for a bit. Rose, can you keep the imps at bay? Like, drop stuff on them if they sneak too close?
No, you should pick up your hammer and defend yourself.
What? Come on. I have no idea what the hell Dave is up to or if he's any closer to recovering the game.
Hello? That was a terrible impression of me, John. You didn't even remotely get close to my voice.
I apologize. For some odd reason, that just seemed like the thing John would say.
Okay.
Shut up.
I have no idea what the hell Dave is up to, or if he's any closer to recovering the game. There's some stuff I'd like to try, in case he doesn't come through.
Alright. I'm just gonna rest my eyes here a second, though. So you ready for music? For sound?
I am. Sleep.
Rose, check alchemy excursus. Ah!
Interesting. Looks like it's sort of index documenting all the known results for punch card alchemy combinations. This should be a convenient resource as you start to stumble on more useful card combinations. But ever since John started punching cards, you've been contemplating other ways this item manufacturing system could be put to use. In particular, if you obtain the code for any item at your disposal, you think you could theoretically send the code to John and he could make it himself. That is, if you could think of anything that would be worth sending him. Capture log suburb server CD.
You eject the disk and capture log the server CD. Message John the capture code. Oh, God damn it. Uh-oh.
Oh boy, that fire's close.
Hold on, this is a laptop with a battery. Was it not charging the battery at all?
Guess not. I'm assuming Suburb takes a lot of power, so it was like literally only being kept on by the fact that it was plugged in.
Alright, ready for another one?
Yep.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Oh, John's waking up in Skya.
Waking up, quote unquote. Who is messaging me? I am on stream. Hello? I know that silhouette. Beep. Nope, he's not waking up in Sky. He's just waking up in general. Oh, hey.
Whoa, there you are. How's your adventure going, John? It's okay. I'm making some progress and Rose finally connected again, so she's helping me now. That's good. Oh, but, like, I don't think I'm actually saving the world here. I don't know what I'm really accomplishing, but I guess it's not that. Well, I think whatever it is, it must be pretty important. Don't lose hope, John. I think it will turn out for the best if you just stay positive. Just keep listening to your grandmother's advice. Yeah, you're probably right. But, I don't think I mentioned Nana to you, did I? Oh, I don't know. Did you? I don't know, maybe you talked to Rose or Dave about it or something. Yeah, maybe that was it. God damn it. You let her get away with that one, John. That's really weird when they talk to me about you. Like, they're always trying to convince me you have some spooky powers, but I'm always like, no, she's like a pretty regular girl to me. But then when I think back, maybe there are times it seems like you knew some things. Like, maybe you know more about a thing than you were telling me. I don't know. Oh,
You're getting a lot of... This is how you could tell that John is not autistic. He can get a lot of things from text.
Yeah.
He is getting a lot of subtext from text.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if he's getting subtext or if Andrew Hussey is just writing it like he has to. Oh, well, John, I want to explain lots of things to you. Some things that I know. I'm just waiting. Waiting for what? Oh, John, I forgot I was messaging you about that meteor that fell near my home. Oh, yeah. Whatever happened with that? Oh, boy. Well, it turns out I was confused about it. Really confused. See, I guess I fell asleep for a while and lost track of time. That happens. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. Maybe you should, like, wear an alarm clock or something? So, what's the deal with the meteor? Well, it's hard to explain, but I know what it is now, and I know everything's gonna be okay. So what is it? Or is this just another one of those things you're waiting to tell me? Oh gosh, John, I really want to tell you all this stuff, but I can't yet. I really think you need to wake up first. Huh? Well, not literally. Okay, well, maybe kinda literally. Stop being so confusing. Lol. Anyway, time for you to go, John. I think you have company. Quickly, grab the pogo hammer.
You stick the pogo hammer back in your strife specialist and get ready to kill some more of these pesky little... Huh? What's that? Big boy!
Big boy. Even the little... Rose, why aren't you dropping something on that thing? Oh no. John, be the imp.
You be the imp and quickly abscond the fuck out of there. This is what weaker adversaries do whenever things get a little too hot to handle, which is free. Prepare for a boss battle.
You stop being the imp because that was stupid and scurry over to your magic chest that you suddenly remembered was on the roof. There are some things in here that would be good to stock up for a major battle. Oh, but it looks like someone's plundered your chest. This is so outrageous.
Gem is truly outrageous. True. Sorry.
You're right. Oh!
You are being ambushed. There isn't much room to maneuver on this sloping roof. Maybe you should consider making your way to higher ground. Ascend to the highest point of the house.
You go up there. Look down.
You peek over the edge.
Huh. It already seems like a long way down to your yard, not even to speak of what's below. Hey, weren't your trick handcuffs dangling from that branch earlier? Damn, why do you gotta be making off with all your sweet gear? Turn around.
You are confronted with a pair of enormous foes. This is it. You have no choice but to wage a fierce rooftop battle. This is totally going to happen now, and could in no way conceivably be interrupted by a sudden shift in our attention. It's go time. It's time to do this thing. We're doing it, man. We're making this happen. Stop being the other guy.
You stop being the other guy. You're not even sure what that meant anyway. Dave, ascend to the highest point of the building. Are you ready?
Yep. Acrobatic fucking pirouette.
He's just carrying him.
Yeah, you can carry things without allocating them your drive space. Or putting them in your capsule lock, rather. He's so small! Oh, hey, the world's ending? It's like...
Jade! Oh, wait.
Double psych out combo!
Oh.
WV!
You are now the wayward
now.
vagabond.
Richard.
Got him already. Examine rotten pumpkin. Are you ready for it, everyone? Are we ready for the brand? Are we ready for the brand drop?
Yeah.
What pumpkin?
Oh boy.
Check the little red bar. It appears to be a gauge for a large power cell, perhaps fueled by some type of nuclear reaction. If this is the case, it is relatively low on fuel, but who knows how long it has been running there. You do not care about this sort of nonsense and will disregard it at once. You are very hungry. Capture a can of gravy.
Capsulog? You have no idea what that means. It is total nonsense and you do not know what to make of it. You will not give the foolish notion a second thought. Pick up the can of gravy. Just pick it up.
Sure. You just pick it up. You are now holding the can of gravy. Use sharp teeth to poke a hole in the lid of the can. Yeah. Oh, look at him. Look at them.
Oh, look at those little nubs.
Yep.
Your teeth are useless for the task. They are blunt like that of livestock, presumably suitable for mashing up plant matter and not for puncturing metal. Attempt to open can with your weak, pathetic digits.
Your weak, pathetic digits are not strong enough to penetrate the can. Your fingers are certainly pointy enough, and your black carapace is suitably rigid, but you just don't have enough muscle for the task. Take the can labeled beans. Okay, you take that too. Examine can of custard.
This can clearly reads mustard, a fact of which you are perfectly well aware. It is sort of cumbersome holding all these cans at once. You doubt you can hold many more than this, maybe one or two. You'll need to find something to put stuff in. Something to put stuff in it if you want to carry a lot of things around. Examine marking on wrist.
You drop all the cans and take a look at your wrist. It is sort of specialized barcode packing. This brings back unpleasant memories and you'll prefer not to dwell on it. Examine the small potted plant.
plan. Checkbook on human etiquette.
It appears half the pages of this book have been eaten. The daunting volume is considerably lighter than it once was. How is that human etiquette?
Because it would be improper etiquette to just eat an entire live cow at the dinner table.
Sure. You are somewhat skeptical about the nutritional value contained in these pages. However, of the practical wisdom they contain, there can be little doubt. You have learned so much. Clear out all the cans inside the purple machine.
You empty the peculiar cabinet and take a quick inventory of your canned goods. You have beans, mustard, gravy, bread, shrimp, asparagus, cheese, rice, corn, peas, flour, chestnuts, mayo, ham, potatoes, and squash. Such bountiful plenty, and yet the delights taunt you from within their small metal prisons. Search room for can opener.
You've already looked all over the place for a can opener, even making a few electronic inquiries about one, to no avail. Nothing else inside the purple thing either. Locate a nearby sharp object?
You wield your trusty knife. It is actually you're not sure what they're called. It's an old rust.
Uh-oh. Phone call. Hello? Fuck you. Stream cut out because I got a phone call.
Oh no!
Because apparently my fucking phone can't handle a phone call and the internet at the same time. You'll have to reread it.
Oh no! Alright. Let me know when.
Now it's back. Like, it's back. Yeah, how else are you hearing me?
I don't know. You wield your trusty knife. It is actually your.
Are you fucking serious? Why?
Hi.
The funny thing is, you cut out at the same time both times. It's right at the start, so it's not like you're not like you can only have to read out half of it. But like, it's just very funny that you cut out the same time twice. It's like you wield your trusty knife.
I like the fact that you're like, what? How are you hearing me now if I'm not back? Just read it again. So I start reading and then you cut out completely.
But I was back. I have internet now. But yeah, it's like you wield your trusty knife. It is actually your. Like, it was there both times perfectly.
Okay.
Let me reshare the fucking application with you.
Yeah.
What does Dino say when we're just chatting? Does he say we're playing just chatting? Oh, he's live with
just chatting.
Okay. Alright, one more try, Tyler.
One more time. One more again. One more again. Hold up. I am. Alright. You wield your trusty knife. It is actually, you're not sure what they're called. It's an old rusted, one of those red mailbox arm swingy flappy doodads. Either for letting you know that there's mail in the box, or maybe for alerting the mailman to outgoing mail to be collected. You don't know, really. You've wrapped a little piece of cloth around it for the grip. It is useless for opening cans. Be the imp.
This means nothing to you. You are not an imp. You have no idea what an imp is, and you will not entertain such frivolous and childish ideas ever again. You feel stupid and hate yourself a little for even considering it. What you are going to do is become the mayor of Cantown. Oh, Jesus Christ.
As the glorious founder and mayor of Cantown, you erect a dignified, majestic city hall out of cans, fittingly capped off with the tome of good manners up for the roof. You've given yourself a very official, important-looking mayoral sash made out of old cables to complete your look of authority. A number of rather civic-minded citizen cans gather in front of the building to offer adulation to their fair and magnanimous leader. All is well.
You immerse yourself in this beautiful dream as you whittle away the minutes, or perhaps hours. You love the idea of being a mayor. You love everything about mayors and the concept of an orderly civil democracy. It all seems so mannerly and reasonable to you. Everyone is friendly and happy, and the city runs like clockwork. The foundation of the government is based on the mutual respect between the leader and its people. It is also built into having a really great mayor that everyone loves, who is totally amazing and heroic and brave. America! Mayors are so much better than kings. You hate kings and you think kings are really stupid. They are petty, bossy tyrants and are really full of themselves and are basically awful in every way. God, do you hate kings. Explore west of Cantown. Oh, there's fucking uranium there, that's right.
Over here is the other side of the room. There is another one of those purple storage boxes and some useless objects scattered on the floor. Use glowing green rock to open cans.
You pick up the nugget of uranium and... Oh, that was so stupid. Why would you do that? Examine box of crayons. It's chalk,
It's chalk, numbnuts. Inside the box, there are 12 pieces of chalk in every color of the 10 pieces of chalk in most colors of the rainbow. You are excited by this. Try to open the storage box.
It's locked! There must be some sort of release mechanism for this thing.
He keeps eating green! I just realized that.
Yeah.
I thought he was just eating because I didn't make the connection because he was also trying to eat the fucking pages of the book. But I just realized it's the green of the plant, the pumpkin is a plant.
Well, no, he didn't eat the pumpkin. I'm pretty sure that thing teleported, didn't it?
No, he ate it. He burped right after, and he had like orange smudge on his face.
Okay.
It's locked. There must be some sort of release mechanism for this thing.
I literally
Examine
just
contents
read that.
Yellow container. Alright, well I did it again.
The
You couldn't see,
container...
but I flipped you off when I went.
No, I felt it. I felt it in my heart, Tyler.
Alright.
The container is full of motor oil. This does not seem useful to you right now. Rescue that poor lightning bug.
There's nothing you can do for this new little friend. Attempting to crush the amber encasing the firefly would likely cause it harm. It nevertheless bravely flashes on. You find its light alluring, inspiring. To you it seems as if it could quite easily serve as the light of... democracy.
Use the chalk to draw some roads. You know, I'm gonna be honest. On the blue trees, because he ate the green chalk. I'm gonna be honest. The Cantown arc fucking drags on the moment it starts happening for me. Because there are so many
It's too
fucking...
long, and the length of time it took to be too long is 1 page.
Yeah, and it happened just as so many irons were about to be ready to be taken out of the fire. Right?
Yeah. Those irons are in the fire.
The Dave fight,
they are getting hot.
The Dave fight, the John fight,
Meeting Jade.
Him hinting at meeting Jade. The fucking fact that Rosa's fucking power is out. There is so much shit going on right now, and I'm just so agitated.
It also has to do with the fact that, again, forum posts, right? People were fucking around with the mayor.
Absolutely.
In Cantown. So,
you sketch a handsome network of sprawling thoroughfares for your citizens to traverse. The adoring population applauds its mayor's keen instincts for city planning. You even add some lush...
Parkway, Can Boulevard, Can Street.
You even add some lush vegetation to your city with a piece of blue chalk, because you can't seem to find a more suitable color for some reason. Lay a chalk foundation for Cantown's civic growth. You develop westward, settling those fertile plains and claiming them for your city. You section off a number of residential and commercial zones for your civic growth, arranged in the only logical pattern that occurs to you. You color the residential zones with your piece of white chalk, but for some reason none of the colors in the box strike you as suitable for commercial zones. Perhaps there is an alternative. Use your MP for the commercial zones.
You cannot urinate because you've not had anything to drink in quite some time. You are very thirsty. Also, that is a really terrible idea, and you would not consider befouling your wonderful city in that way for even a moment. Use motor oil. Scroll down a bit.
What? Scroll
To
down.
designate commercial zones.
Can you not see it when it's there?
Oh, because the
the buttons. The Discord buttons. Yep, okay.
Yeah, the Discord buttons were in the way.
That's fair.
Use motor oil to designate commercial zones.
I feel like this is not the easy way to do this, but okay. You fill each...
I feel like the floor was black enough that it would have been fine.
You fill each empty square with a bit of motor oil to complete the zoning. It looks rather striking to you. You can hardly imagine that an up-and-coming young lad trying to make it in the world would not be delighted to live in your fair district. Well...
You said up-and-coming young lad.
I'm aware.
Which, while adorable, it's not what it says.
You were very careful not to get any of the unpleasant fluid on your person. Peel the label from the can of mayo and affix it to your sash. That's actually very smart.
Yeah. Survey surroundings and search for more terrain for city.
I'm confused though. Are the cans people or the buildings? Because, like, both?
Whichever he wants them to be.
Yeah. Seems you have run out of territory for your western expansion, but there's still a lot of empty wall space. Perhaps your citizens would be happier with a colorful backdrop that would make them feel more at home. Yeah, he's demonstrating that he's a part of this more than... Yeah. Oh wow, you can see he runs out of one blue in favor of another.
Yeah. Using most of your imagination and an entire piece of sky blue chalk, you render a bright and cheerful sky full of clouds. You've decided that very closely orbiting your city is a luminous planet about which orbits a single moon. You switch to another shade of blue and continue rendering the western wall.
Huh. Land of shale and oil. Right?
Yeah.
Land of
heat and clockwork
heat
is
of
that
clockwork. Light and rain. Or rain and light. And frost and frogs, I believe, is hers. Because, because she's the space player, right? She has to have the frog world.
Right.
Orbiting much further from your city are 4 planets. None of these have satellites, you have decided. Yes, that makes sense, you think. Oh, that's cool. Oh, you can see John in the background. And all the fucking horror terrors there as well, you can see.
I think those are still clouds. The horror terrors are implied to be in the darkness.
Okay.
And on the southern wall, beyond an impenetrable veil of darkness, occupying the furthest orbit yet, is an ominous planet. A moon circles this one, too. Check the rampaging boy on the screen. I think this was probably Hussey desperately trying to get the forum people to pay attention to the kids.
Yeah.
Like, please stop fucking around with him.
Oh yeah, it's that guy. You'd almost forgotten about him and his confusing shenanigans. It seems like he has things well in hand at the moment. He does not appear to need your help, and you have already concluded that he cannot help you, at least for the time being. Turn on the other 3 screens.
Who is messaging me?
You have no idea how to turn these on. There is no mouse for this weird quadra-monitored computer. It can only be operated through text commands from its keyboard. Perhaps there is a special key or command which will allow you to switch to another monitor. Press tab.
Tab. Tab. Oh!
Cans of tab! No, Andrew Huss. You know what? So, you're like Andrew Hussey's desperately trying to get them to go back to the adventure. It's shit like this that makes me think, no. Andrew Hussey is perfectly happy fucking around for as long as it takes.
That's also possible.
Consume several cans.
You feel the heavenly brown elixir from the jewels of pink carapace and imbibe like the wind. It is so sweet and sugary. You wonder how much sugar can fit in one can. Whatever mighty wizard concocted this potion is truly deserving of your fear and respect. Welcome the rest into the city.
The tabs are naturalized as loyal new citizens of Cantown. All cans are welcome and equal in your city, regardless of can content, whether empty or full. It's not like an empty can kills it or anything. They're just cans after all. Hit escape. Oh, okay. Feeling refreshed and heavily caffeinated, you go back to work on the big computer. You hit escape, which seems to minimize the action window thingy and reveals a history of all the commands you've entered.
Request a futility then.
Use the arrow key to scroll up a bit. You can't believe how much you've already typed into this stupid contraption. What a waste of time. Contraption. Oh.
Home, view, switch 2, switch 3, switch 4, switch 1. Escape, lock room 3, pass, view, reboot. So those were codes put in before WV.
Maybe there might be like a directory of just the, you know. Maybe.
Scroll all the way up to your first command. It looks like there are more commands above it. Maybe someone was entering commands on this thing before you? There aren't many more. At the top of this list appears to be the very first command. Because I mean, like, look what it was doing. Oh.
Hmm? Looking at all the monitors.
Like going to home, view, so viewing the cameras, right?
Mm-hmm.
Switch to screen 2, which is rows.
Oh my god,
switch to screen 3,
Homestuck.
switch to screen 4.
Homestuck. Homestuck FNAF. FNAF but Homestuck. And you have to type the commands in to switch the cameras, and type the commands in to like shut the doors and shit. Homestuck FNAF. Using these monitors. And then Night 6 would be the troll version with 16 monitors.
Escape, lock room 3, passcode, view. So it goes back to viewing room 1, which is John. Then rebooting the system. And then WV encounter.
But if it was like, you're right, but at the same time, if it was rebooting, that would surely clear the list of commands. It'd be very weird.
Maybe it meant reboot the system, as in Earth.
Well, that's a good point. Yeah, maybe,
you know?
But maybe
or
by hitting
rebooting their Spurb.
Yeah. Are they playing Spurb?
Well, it's got the Spurb symbol at the top. I can only assume this has something to do with their function of Spurb. So otherwise, why would it be watching those 4?
Yeah. Anyway, WV type switch 2. You get a little hint on Rosa's area and the colors. You activate screen 2. The signal is garbled and you have no idea what you're looking at. Some sort of filthy beggar pleading for help. No one is around and nothing is happening. You seem to be locked out of any sort of interaction with whatever's happening on this monitor. Switch 3.
Probably because she doesn't have a server attached to her yet. Oh, this is in the future.
Go on.
It's another one of these rapscallions. This monitor is locked too. You can't tell him what to do. Not that you really want to, since it looks like more confusing nonsense to you. You consider switching to screen 4, but decide against it. You have a feeling that whatever's there will just confuse you even more. You really don't care that much anyway.
So people definitely typed switch to screen 4, you know, here, but like in that forum post, Andrew Hussey definitely just ignored it.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Just to keep Jade a mystery. Type home.
All 4 screens activate. Together they display a countdown starting at 4 hours and 13 minutes.
Type reboot. You can't. Nothing is working anymore. The timer seems to have disabled the keyboard.
Huh.
Be the mayor.
Enough of this nonsense! You are an important mayor, and this absurd contraption has wasted enough of your time. You've got a city to govern with a carapaced fist, which is to say firm, yet polished and supple as the situation demands. Anyway, this will help you kill some time while you wait for that clock to count down. Create employment opportunity for the scissors and cans. Well...
Yeah.
You couldn't have made it any more obvious.
You truly don't, yeah. Pawns, man. They don't step outside their... what they know.
Yeah, he is a pawn, isn't he?
He's gotta be. He's so small.
You temporarily dismantle City Hall to free up all of the can power available to create a vigilant town militia. You divide them into 2 groups, marking them with distinct teams and ranks using the pieces of white chalk and the motor oil. You then organize them in phalanx across the countryside, preparing them for a stiff training session. When you are through with them, your forces will be a well-oiled machine. Chalk another one up to bold leadership. Are you ready?
Yep.
Lead your men to victory. He's literally playing chess with himself.
Not well. I don't think there's a move where you can just turn the knight sideways. Also, I'm unclear on how to play chess, so... Oh, we're just killing time. So do we know if the Firefly is doing, Do we know if the Firefly is doing Morse code at this point still? Because I know they do Morse code later.
I don't know.
I was trying to look for blinking and what it was doing before, but, like,
I don't think it is doing it
seeing
yet.
everything at less frames, so I don't know.
I don't think it's doing Morse code.
Okay.
Mourn the loss of Citizen Tab.
Can waste more than 4 hours on this tomfoolery.
Your caffeinated jittering must have agitated all the little bubbles in the curiously hidden in the liquid, creating too much pressure in the can. You speculated this is why it exploded as you nervously eye the timer. You're starting to wonder what happens when it reaches 0. Maybe it would be best not to be near it when this happens. Minutes in the future.
About 4, probably.
Though perhaps not as few as implied by circumstance. I guess you're wrong.
Okay.
Yeah.
Peregrine Mendicant.
So, the Peregrine Mendicant... Whose is that one? Not that I don't think she spends any time saying anything. Because, like, that's the thing. You were like, you've got WB's voice. I don't think WB ever talks to John again.
Well, it's still listed. In case he does.
Yeah.
Anyway, click on that Peregrine Mendicant. Let's look at what's up with her. Hello. That's it. Alright. Cool. Could have put that in the same post, buddy.
Go outside and get some sun.
You say a bittersweet goodbye to your beloved city. It is time to move on to greener pastures. By which, of course, you mean an arid, sandy wasteland upon which nothing green has grown in years.
The door shuts behind you. A panel on the door becomes illuminated. As you ponder over the marks on the panel, you hear another mechanical sound overhead. Well, fuck.
Oh. Shit.
The LCD panel appears to have a touchscreen interface. Curiously prod the funny-looking spirograph. So, that one. Did it say that's room 3? It does.
Yeah, room 3 is locked with the passcode.
Yep, it
Here's the
appears...
funny-looking spirograph room is locked.
Yeah.
The floor rotates a full 360 degrees behind you. Beneath you, while the surrounding wall seems to stay put.
Select the triangle. What?
Yeah, I see what's going on here.
Remind me?
Well, he's standing in the middle of those 3 rooms. That's literally just an overhead map of the area.
Oh, yeah,
so
no, I figured...
It like, rotated around to the door of the open thing, yeah.
I figured that out instantly. Select the triangle fractal.
I thought it might be symbolic of something, but no, it's just literally, it's just...
Yep.
Yeah, I got it.
The triangle fractal room does not appear to be locked.
Whoop. Open.
The floor turns 120 degrees. No, 4. You go through the door just to find another room. It's the same size as the one you just wasted all that time in while a clock was ticking down to something which may or may not be your doom. Maybe there is something in here that will help you escape. Against the wall there is another perplexing contraption. Meteors! Oh, I remember this. It shows the meteor locations, doesn't it?
Isn't this the ectobiology room?
No, I think that's a different room. Maybe. Oh, maybe I could be wrong. It might be right.
We'll figure it out. Against the opposite wall is some sort of control panel which catches your eye. It has two large screens, only one appears to be active. There are fields for numbers which appear to be modifiable with the dials to the right. Some previous numbers are already supplied by default, perhaps entered by the previous user. There are a few buttons below, the largest one bearing the symbol marking this room. Also, it looks like there's a meter stick propped up there for some reason.
Oh, it teleports things.
Attach your trusty knife to the meter stick.
Yeah, it teleports things. I remember now. You immediately craft a measuring sphere through possibly the most advanced form of alchemy employed thus far. This is obviously the most important thing to do first. Obviously. That is clearly Andrew Hussey having a go at the forum posts.
In fairness, I would also be very confused at what guy should possibly do to start with these buttons.
Or it would be obviously be the most important thing to do if you hadn't remembered to bring your trusty knife. You feel so insecure without your trusty knife. It makes you want to Alright, makes you want to slit your wrists, or at the very least, flog your carapace with some sort of measuring apparatus. Look at the other wall. Yeah, it's a teleporty thing.
Puck, 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 puck. You examine the perplexing contraption across the room. You, of course, have no idea what it could possibly do. You adopt the only obvious course of action, which is to poke and prod it with your handy ruler. You're quite sure this is what science is all about. Only if you write it down, buddy.
Yep. Press the triangle button.
Pattern.
You go back to the control panel, which probably obviously controls the gizmo, and you just push the big blue button, which obviously probably the most obvious thing to do.
Purify. You purify a pumpkin. Salmon pumpkin.
It seems this mysterious gourd was transported, or purified, from a specific time and location somewhere on this planet. You were wrong. You wonder if this machine, a purifier, will take any object that exists at whatever time and location you supply. There is a symbol carved on the pumpkin. You do not know what it means, and you doubt it will ever prove to be relevant in any way. Devour pumpkin.
You consider dining on the ripe flesh of the plump vegetable, but your curiosity about the purifier gets the better of you. You try to sneak in a little nibble from the pumpkin nonetheless.
Inspect green buttons. You first examine the attractive green buttons. The icon on the left, the one on the left, is the house shape you've been seen plenty of times before. The right one on closer inspection appears to be the map for this underground facility, with an X marking its center. Press green button on the right. You push the button, all the numbers change. Perhaps these are the coordinates of the location of the center of this facility, along with the local date and time. If this is the case, it would make a useful reference point for your current bearings. Fiddle with the dials.
One way to find out would be to attempt to purify something from this facility. It should be easy to zero on the location relative to the center because you have an uncanny knack for tracking precise distances you have already traversed, in whatever units you choose. Your handy ruler gives you a good clue as to the basic unit of human measurement. You'll go with that. Because he's a pawn, he only moves forward one square.
Mm-hmm. Purify your trusty knife. Well, see, that's the thing, right? Like, what is the Peregrine Mendicant, then? Like, she's the postwoman. Why does she have the desire to deliver things? I mean, maybe that's also another way to signify pawn moving forward constantly.
Well, no, because she's taller. I would think she's like a bishop or something.
Maybe.
Or maybe a knight.
You nudge the coordinates very slightly and bump up the elevation by about 0.5 human measurement units. You make sure to keep the time approximately what it was to begin with. You purify your trusty knife. You nudge the numbers a bit more and purify a bunch of cans. This is so much more efficient than walking back to the other room to get them. You are to believe that time is at a premium, after all.
So this seems like this is probably something that's talked about before, but I can't remember this ever being explained, but it seems like it's some sort of, like, moderator room for the game, right? Because, like, it has this different rooms for, like, one is for monitoring the actual players of the game, marked by the game's logo, the house.
Mm-hmm.
Then it has the purifier room, so, like, if something is messing with the game, you can just purify it here to, like, get rid of it, basically.
Yeah. Well...
And then the other room, which I don't know about that yet.
I think the other room is the meteor room I was talking about. Well, so as far as I understand, right, these people are designed, they are supposed to help with the secondary task of making Earth whole again in the future.
Right.
But anyway, deer purify the pumpkin. Does this machine look like a deer purifier to you? Honestly, the idea that a purifier could both purify and de-purify things is so laughably ridiculous. You would wish someone would de-purify your brain and re-purify it with a brain that is more smart and less dumb.
Oh, don't be so mean to yourself.
Use the trusty knife to carve spook schema in the pumpkin.
What the hell are you talking about? That idea makes no sense at all and is basically meaningless. Try using that mushy stuff in your gourd next time. Instead, you carve off the top, exposing a decadent cache of gorgeous seed-laden ambrosia. Needless to say, you consume all of it rather quickly, but it turns out to be too gross for us to watch.
Move
Spirograph switch.
Ugh.
Mm.
You cannot move it. It has a spirograph-shaped indentation and possibly will require a special kind of key to move it. A purify firefly out of the ember.
Oh,
That's
hey.
cool. Nah, it's not Morse code. You release your blinky new friend! You will give her a name when something suitably whimsical occurs to you. Adjust time dial to a purify rotten pumpkin.
Oh. You and Serenity consider new ways to waste more time with the purifier. You're assuming she's a girl firefly, even though you're not really sure that fireflies can even be girls. You target the extremely tasty rotten pumpkin that was sitting in the other room hours ago. Paradoxify.
It appears that a purifier cannot purify something if it will create a time paradox. The gelatinous ghost pumpkin purifies and quickly dissolves into a pile of unappetizing sludge. Purify the grate over the entrance to the facility. That's Morse code. Alright, Tyler. Do you want to be the Morse code guy?
No, but I will.
But you're gonna anyway.
Yeah, let me pull up a Morse code.
Here, then how about this? While you do Morse code, I will read out. I'll do exclusive narration, so you don't have to do both, yeah?
Uh-huh.
Serenity blinks a message of urgency. You nearly forgot that, while trapped in the ambush, she was witness to all of your tomfoolery and is dilly-dallying in the other room, and knows the timer is about to expire. It is time to get this show on the road and escape. You reset the coordinates with the right green button again, and this time only adjust the elevation unit by approximately 10 human measurement units.
Okay, I have a letter-by-letter thingy-majigger. Okay, so... dot dash dot dot
Yep.
is dot. I'm bad at Morse code. That's L. 1 dot is E. 1 dash is T. 3 dots is S.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's go.
Hasten to the exit. Post haste. Are you ready?
Yep. I forgot to play my music from the last time. This seems like a waste of time, buddy.
Hurry up. Hey, you get that one for free. Is this really necessary? This is incredibly silly!
Die?
Oh, wait.
Unpsych.
Unpsych. You attempt the rare and highly dangerous 5 times cliffhanger combo and fail. We are doing this, man. We are making this happen.
Send.
This might be one of my favorite themes from Homestuck.
You probably should have stayed inside for that, actually. Yep, that makes sense at the altitude of climbing. I feel like it would be climbing faster than that, but okay. Oh, those are true cactus. Like I was still measured in checkerboard tiles, how much he's moving. That's where Jade lives, isn't it?
Yes.
That weird frog temple island?
Yes, in fact, if you haven't noticed, all these machines are actually based off of their, somewhat based off of their fucking, off of the method that they entered. So, like, they passed over John's home, right? And John used an apple grown from a tree to enter the medium, and the machine that the Peregrine Mendicant used to monitor, ironically, Rose, but actually that makes sense because Rose was his server player, and Rose was in a way also moderating John. The machine that was a spherical machine that grew from a tree, and I have to assume that WV, like, maybe a bottle, like a cylinder, like, kind of looks like a bottle, maybe. Like, I'm seeing similarities there.
I guess.
End of Act 2. Dear John. Okay, well, I did click on it. Oh. You are no doubt reading this as a handsome and strapping young man. Why, the Mangrit needed to lift the book itself is a sign of your maturity, not even to speak of the wisdom needed to grasp the nuance of Sasaka's time-chested mischief. I am so proud of you, grandson. How I wish I could have delivered this heirloom to you in the flesh, but I am afraid it wasn't in the cards. For you see, John, like you, this book must yet take a journey. Its journey will end in the final days of my life, and even then will continue some, though I suppose that will be up to your father. Perhaps he will discuss it with you one day when he and you are ready. But it is your journey I am writing about to wish you luck. There will come a day when you will be thrust into another world, and once you arrive, that is only the beginning. You will soon delve deeper into a realm of warring royalty in a timeless expanse. A realm of agents and exiles and consorts and colonel sprites, of toiling underlings and slumbering denizens. A realm where four will gather, the heir of breath and seer of light, the knight of time and witch of space, and together they will ascend. John, if only you knew how important you were. I regret my passing came so early in your life, and yet I feel in my heart we have already met. But what I know for sure is that we will meet again. Until then, John, I do hope your father keeps you well fed. Nana.
Yes, hoo-hoo. Yes, hoo-hoo.
Yes. Died! I mean... Go on, I just read that whole long letter.
A silly girl naps by her flowers. It is quite likely that she tired herself out with a variety of silly antics, as silly girls are often known to do. But she may have a silly name too, or maybe not. It is hard to say for sure without asking her, but since she's slumbering peacefully, it would be a shame to wake her up. You might as well just give her a name right now.
Fart stink buttless. Well.
Farmstink. I guess her name is Farmstink.
Wake up. You try to roust Farm Stink from her slumber. She's really down for the count. Looks like she's holding on some sort of note. Retrieve arms from...
They're right there! In plain sight! Look, they're flashing red! Drop a pumpkin up front.
Ready? What pumpkin?
If I...
You see no pumpkin, and frankly it is hard to imagine there ever was a pumpkin in plain sight or otherwise. Anyway, that would be a really terrible thing to do to poor sweet Farm Stink. Farm Stink? That is incredibly silly and a little bit rude. My name is...
Oh, her handwriting is incredibly fruity.
I love it. Jade Harley. Oh! Did her shirt just change?
It's a pumpkin.
Oh, she was just covering it. What pumpkin? No, it's changing. Her shirt is changing. That's right, she lives in, like, the technological future. Yeah, because I'm reading that in the character's voice. Your name is Jade.
Are we?
I don't know. Fucking...
I didn't do that for mine.
I don't know. Oh, well, no,
Just
the
you
people.
introduced her.
Yeah, the people read her out who do their voice. Your name is Jade. You've just woken from a restful nap, and as usual, you have no recollection of ever having fallen asleep. You have quite a number of interests. So many, in fact, you have trouble keeping track of them all. ADHD. Even with an assortment of colourful reminders on your fingers to help sort out everything on your mind.
Pretty sure everyone in, like, every single character in this plot has undiagnosed ADHD.
Yeah.
Or perhaps maybe just Hussey did.
Yeah. Nevertheless, when you spend time in your garden atrium, the only thing in your mind is your deep passion for horticulture. What will you do?
Out of sight, out of mind.
Play a silly fruit refrain. Oh yeah. Okay. Hold on.
Nice. Beautiful.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Hold on. Nope. There we go.
Nice.
No. That's it.
Beautiful.
Alright, oh,
Yes. Can we move on? She sure gets high, huh?
okay, bye. Oh. That is the Z key, by the way, that does that one.
Nice. Just go through A, B, C, D, just...
Okay. A, B, C, D, E... Nope, I did that wrong. A, C, B, D? That's not right. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W... just the W, X, Y, and Z.
Alright.
But the thing is, the greater than and less than... Oh. She's trying real hard.
What about the numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4.
They do not. It's like,
Okay.
this is like the colon.
Blip.
And she just gives up. And then there's like open bracket and close bracket. Those were like the end of the notes. Like the full scale starts at fucking T on the keyboard, so T Y D da 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 bracket bracket, right?
Yeah.
So that's how I was able to play a song.
Nice.
Well,
Alright.
you really suck at this thing. Maybe you should try playing an instrument you actually know how to play instead, like the one in your bedroom. Honestly, you have no idea where this flute even came from. Things seem to appear and disappear around here all the time, especially to your unending chagrin. Any sort of large orange gourd that might be lying around. You consider throwing down the flute in disgust. Capture log flute. On second thought, it was a perfectly nice flute and there is no reason to take your frustration out on it. You just need some practice. Before you capture the flute, Freudian slip, you'll first need to set your fetch modus first. Jade,
You'll need to set your fetch modus first.
Whatever.
You were adding the second first there.
Jade has the best fetch modi.
Set modus.
How the fuck would a Monopoly fetch modus work?
I don't know. Set it.
I can't. Like, these are not options. This is just an animation. You have a wide variety of fetch modi to choose from. You were really excited when your grandpa put you this modus set for Christmas. He is a total badass, even if a little strict. You typically opt for the memory modus when it comes to matters of day-to-day practicality. Set memory.
You set your modus to memory and capture log the flute. You allot 9 cards to the modus from your deck, since that'll be more than enough for your needs at the moment. The modus grabs 9 more cards for matching purposes. The flute is split on 2 black cards and mixed randomly into the grid. To retrieve items, you must first pick 1 card and then pick its matching card. For the typical Silodexter, this modus presents a frustrating guessing game and a lot of wasted time on mismatching. But you like it because you seem to have a knack for always guessing right on the first try. Squeal like a piglet and fertilize the plants.
I don't know if you can hear that. I don't know if the stream can hear that. But I apologize. Can the stream hear that?
I can hear something, but it's very distant, so I don't think the stream can.
Okay, I can hear it really fucking loudly.
Okay.
Squeal like a piglet and fiddle with some plants. It's an awfully silly idea, and it's basically a waste of everyone's time. Yeah, I see, a waste of everyone's time. Because you consider that a precious commodity. You'll predictably disregard this thought and focus on more sensible objectives at once. JK. Oh my god, this is so much fun. You captured the bag of fertilizer. Consult colorful reminders. Ugh.
You tend to have a lot of things on your mind at once, and you can be a little forgetful. So you keep a variety of colored strings on your fingers as a reminder. Each one means there's something different to remember at a certain time. In fact, looking at your index finger reminds you that there's something important to remember now. It is your friend John's birthday. The green string reminds you that John's birthday package will arrive today. The blue string also reminds you that John's birthday package will arrive today, though in a different way that means something slightly different. You are further reminded that you have some things to do outside the house soon. But you should stop by your room first for some supplies, and most importantly, to see if John is online to wish him a happy birthday. Capture log the pumpkin growing next to you.
You snap up that pumpkin, which seems suitably ripe for the taking. Hopefully the safety of your Silodex will prevent it from being spirited away, like so many of its ephemeral predecessors. Exit room. Jade's house is cool, man.
Yeah. She's got a purifier.
Well, that's actually a teleporter.
Yeah, okay. You make your way to the middle of the garden atrium, where a stairwell joins the 4 atrium wings. Upstairs is your grandfather's laboratory, as well as your bedroom. Capture log something.
Something. Your memory modus is hardly any fun without much stuff in it, so you decide to stock up on some fresh produce to fill up some more cards. You pick up a juicy red crab apple. You go pick a nice looking key lime. Then a delicious mandarin orange. Those are your favorite. And finally a ripe yellow eureka lemon.
Modus fun aside, you feel it is impossible to have too many fresh fruits and vegetables on hand. Go upstairs to the bedroom.
You almost never use the stairs. You transportalize upstairs. Just above is your room. Ascend. Squiddle's plush, see?
More concerned by the weird puppets, if I'm being real.
Jade's a furry.
Okay.
Wait,
You enter your bedroom.
hold on. Actually, did you not know that?
What? No, I figured.
I bloody hope so. Her fucking god tier ascension is literally a persona.
Isn't that because it was she like prototyped herself with the Becquerel sprite as she ascended?
Sort of. I mean, yes, but also literally she's a furry.
We'll get there. You enter your bedroom. On this side of the room, you are immediately confronted with numerous artifacts highlighting your various interests.
Speaking of, you're an avid follower of cartoon shows of considerable nostalgic appeal. You have a profound zeal for marvelous and fantastical fauna of an anthropomorphological persuasion. Tyler.
Anthropomorphological. I
Steven.
wasn't saying she wasn't. Why are you acting like a...
Hold on a sec. Hold on. Steven.
Yes?
That was really unnecessary. No, you don't get to tell me off for telling you off, Steven. That was very unnecessary. No, not whatever. Okay, and so am I. Steven. That is not acceptable. You have an uncanny knack for nuclear physics, and not infrequently can be found dabbling in rather advanced gadgetry. You enjoy sporadic fits of narcolepsy. Your love of gardening.
Do you enjoy them?
Yes.
Or do you just suffer from them?
I think she enjoys them.
Alright.
Your love of gardening transcends the glass confines of your atrium, and you are at times prone to patterns of precognitive prognostication.
Anyway, why did you emphasize anthropomorphological persuasion?
Oh my god, Tyler, just let me read the thing!
Denying she was a furry.
Tyler, just let me read the thing! You consider very briefly the question, what will you do? You quickly realize that it's only half of your room, and therefore only half of your interests. Explore the other half of your room.
Can I look at the room, please, first? You never actually let me look at it.
I did, I stopped on it.
Not long enough for me to actually look.
That sounds like a you problem.
I literally can't control it, Aretha. You gotta give me some time.
She has a fourth wall, by the way.
Yeah, she does.
That's like troubling when you think about
it. Advanced gadgetry.
Oh yeah.
She also has several guns.
Like, she's cool though. If anyone's allowed to have guns, it's her.
Yeah.
Over here are yet more articles of your aforementioned interests, and then some. Additional telltale signs of your enthusiasm for nostalgic television mingle with your assortment of game-hunting firearms. You are a skilled markswoman, though your crosshairs would never settle on an innocent creature, anthropomorphically persuaded or otherwise. Your work table is littered with equipment to facilitate your tinkering. For you, experimentation is not a particularly exact science, and you lean heavily on your sharp intuition for consistently and eerily optimal results. Nevertheless, you still have not been able to get that broad flat gizmo there to work, which is a design you borrowed from one of your grandpa's more mysterious inventions. You are a great admirer of his, and you are not alone. Your grandfather is a world-renowned explorer, naturalist, treasure-hunting, archaeologist, scientist, adventure, big game hunter, billionaire extraordinaire. He has taught you everything you need to know. But in spite of all of his lessons, it is still difficult to escape his stern lectures when you are on the way out of the house to run your errands. He spends most of his time in the grand foyer, stewing in his own intensity and charisma.
Right.
And today will likely be no exception. Among the errands you have planned to do, it is to venture you find your pet and best friend named Becquerel. This animal must be fed and will not be happy if he is not. And if he is not happy, then you will not be happy. But first, you should really dig out your computer and say hi to John. Now! What will you do? Quickly retrieve firearms from the wall.
Please, I want to look at the whole room.
What? I was...
Look at... You do not hover long enough. I really want to take in all the details. Anyway, continue.
Of course, she has the rifle kind.
You equip your trusty hunting rifle. There will be hell to pay if your granddad caught you leaving the house without it.
Trusting hunting rifle.
I wonder why the design on your shirt changed.
Trusting hunting rifle. There isn't much to wonder, really. You left the wardrobifier on its randomization setting.
You may contemplate which shirt design you favor the most and commit that setting in the near future. Capture log the nearest swiddle stall and hug it.
Just before you can grab one, the powerful electromagnets concealed in their underbellies become activated, and two of them get all tangled up with each other playfully. I think that's actually kind of a cool design. Like, not magnets that are just not always on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, sometimes they're just randomly, they'll just drag each other across the floor and just be like, zoop. And then they'll be, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You capture log the
Tangle Buddies. Lose interest in fauna and never speak of it again.
Listen. Jade is furry trash.
I was never denying that.
I wasn't saying you were!
You keep stating it like I'm in denial about it.
No, I'm not stating
like, no, I get it.
No, I'm not stating it like you're in denial of it. I'm just stating it. Stop reading into it. Oh,
Go
but
ahead.
you could yeah, okay. No, but you could never do that. What marvelous creatures they are. What a daring dream to combine the finest qualities of humanity with the elegance and nobility of the animal kingdom. How you wish you could know their world. To hear one night those muted parts. Stephen. How you wish you could know their world. To hear one night those muted paw pads traipse up your stairs. A low but friendly growl unsettles your slumber, and as the sofa sleeps from your eyes, they detect a sharp pair of ears cutting the moonlight. A mysterious wolven tongue invites. Wouldn't those ears suit you? Would not this long, proud snout assist you in the hunt? No need to answer. Words slough from the busy mind like a useless dead membrane as more visceral sapiences take over. Something simpler is in charge now. A force untouched by the concerns and burdens of the upright. The farcical yoke... What? Yeah, no, that's right. Farcical yoke...
Farcical?
Yeah, I'd fucking... Farcical yoke the bipedal toe. It now drives you through the midnight brush, your paws whisking through creepers, unearthing with each bold stomp right odors demanding investigation. But not for long, as you and your new friend must claim the night with piercing howls moonward. You eat a weird bug and you don't even care. Sneeze.
Speaking of which, you pick up and admire one of your Manthro chaps. They are wonderful friends and are always cheerful and pleasant fellows. Why, dear Mr. Coxcomb, however will you be received at the barnyard gala without the trappings of a proper gentleman? Each Manthro chap comes with a number of accessories, including articles of formal attire, a vaccination kit, and a dishwasher-safe slop trowel.
A vaccination
Organize
kit?
all your dolls. Yep, because they are... animals.
Get your
Yes,
fucking...
vaccinated.
Get your vax. Get your fucking shots, kids. Oh. You can gather all your dolls in a rather...
exact same, like, arrangement of...
Of course.
Whatever, yeah.
Change wardrobifier setting. Oh, there's a hidden link. You deactivate the wardrobifier's randomization mode and set it to cycle through these 3 shirt designs. The decision was tough, but you think you came to the best possible conclusion.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was a poll.
That makes sense. Wait, what are they all called? Leaf, Spiragraph, Flower, Ghost, Devil Beast?
Yeah.
Interesting. Pumpkin, Atom, Squiddle, Radioactive Sun. Look out the window.
It is another beautiful day in your neighborhood. It is peaceful and quiet as usual. A rather imposing volcano looms over your house, which has been inactive for centuries. Though dormant on the surface, the volcanic activity deep underground provides your house with a source of geothermal power. You're not sure why your grandfather decided to draw from this source of energy when he had unlimited power of the atom at his disposal, but it's been this way for as long as you can remember. You have chalked it up to your family's long-standing propensity for eclectic fursuits. Wait, you mean pursuits? Thought I read that wrong, but no, she was just wrong.
Retrieve fursuit from magic chest. Alright. Fucking hell, this really is made for me. What is this nonsense about fursuits? You do not own a fursuit. You think anthropomorphic fauna are really cute and enchanting and all, but it has never occurred to you to dress as one. Sure, it is fun to imagine what it would be like to run wild with a pack of wolves or purr and frolic with a litter of kittens. But dressing up as an animal just seems ridiculous. It would still just be a silly girl draped in a raggedy synthetic tufty piece of crap. And seriously, who are you trying to kid with that sort of baloney? Anyway, it is not
She genuinely wants to be an animal. She's not having it with the fursuit crap. She wants to be an animal.
Yeah. Anyway, it is not a magic chest, it is your gadget chest, which you have adapted for storing a number of useful gizmos. It was once your oracle's trunk, a gift from your grandfather, of course, and still contains many silly fortune-telling knickknacks, all of which are completely bogus. Open chest. Alright.
A Among the fortune-telling knickknacks are these items: a crystal ball plus compulsory velvet pillow, a tarot deck, a magic 8-ball, a magic cue ball, and one of your favorite books of all time, Problem Soothe. Problem Soothe.
Yep.
Among the useful gizmos are, of course, your computer, which you keep at a fun lunchbox for easy transport, and a couple of gizmos you keep handy so you don't have to always make the long trip to the kitchen. There's a cookalizer for preparing delicious meals, and a refrigerator, the name of which is clearly a wacky variation of the much more common household item, the refrigerificator.
The
Refrigificator. Can you scroll up so I can see the thing, please?
Hold on. Refrigify.
Refrigify-icator.
No.
Ificator.
Yeah.
Refrigify-ificator.
Yeah, refrigify-ificator. So stupid.
Refrigerator.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Examine magic 8-ball and magic cue ball. These things are stupid and useless. When the magic 8-ball isn't being frustratingly ambiguous, its forecast is always wrong. You have tested it numerous times with certain facts you know to be true. This is its reply when you ask if it's your friend's John's birthday today. Not exactly. See?
Well,
stupid. Yes, maybe it could be used as a reverse prediction device, and you always trust the opposite of what it says. But that seems dumb to you. And anyway, this thing gives you a bad vibe. Sorry. You might consider smashing it, but you're a little superstitious about whatever ominous consequences that might have, even if the occult talisman in question is a cheap piece of garbage. Is
it John's birthday? Not exactly. That's probably more accurate than you think.
I'm a little
Considering
confused.
The time shenanigans.
Well,
considering the time shenanigans, I have no idea if Jade's even in this time.
That's
in the time the rest of them are in.
That stuff is more for the alpha kids, unless these are the alpha kids, in which I mean the beta kids.
I think these guys are the betas.
The magic cue ball, on the other hand, is said to make predictions with alarming precision and specificity. Unfortunately, it lacks a portal on its surface that allows you to view the prediction. You put both of these pieces of junk back in the box. Capture log refrigerator.
Huh. You take the refrigerator. You might as well grab the cookalizer too. No portable kitchen is complete without it. You take your lunch top too, because obviously you're going to be using that pretty soon. Whoops, there goes your flute. But who cares?
Feed your friend! Before you go out to feed Beck, you'll need to prepare a meal for him. You create some space in your work table so you can set up your refrigerator and cookalizer.
Ah yes, just toss out that clear shit.
Just for fun, Jade allows you to take a stab at matching the cards to use the gizmos. It doesn't present much of a challenge for her, so she figures she might as well step aside while providing a few generous hints. No. Warmer. Warmer. Cooler. Cooler. Cold. Warmer. Yes, no. Cold. Ice cold. Warmer. Warmer. You have selected the key line. Way to go.
Look at her disappointed face.
Yeah. Hot. Wait, no, cold. Really cold. Frozen fucking tundra. Congratulations. You advance your matching skills to the new level, Young Hero, Legacy of the Frostbite Amputee. Jade is beginning to regret breaking the fourth wall for this ill-advised escapade. Escapade. One more time. Well... If it were known in advance how terrible you were going to be at this matching game, the author may have given a second thought to preparing this cool interactive Flash application. It's not.
Theoretically it is. Like, because that's supposed to be you.
Look at all these fruits on the loose. Good luck trying to settle them down. You just deploy the gadget yourself. Stick fruits in the refrigerator to keep them fresh. Ugh. These fruits are unlikely to become less impudent anytime soon regardless of where they are stored, but you stick them in there anyway. What is that bottom one?
Asparagus.
Specifically.
Yes.
So it's like...
Or some kind of celery or something. It's some kind of plant.
Oh yeah,
I
that's
think it's
vegetables.
celery or
so
asparagus or something like that.
Yeah, like beef, cheese, like dairy or cheese, fruit, vegetable, breads, fish, poultry, and dairy.
I think that's just liquid beverage.
Maybe. Press the steak button. Oh, well, it's a rotary dial, so there are no buttons to press, but whatever, that doesn't really matter. You dial up a thick T-bone steak, which you are sure Becquerel is in the mood for, because he is in the mood for steak every day, is never in the mood for anything else. But he does like his steak well cooked. Ah, oh, Jade's about to commit a fucking crime.
Ugh.
Lightly irradiate steak. He does prefer steak rare, after all. He will not dignify the thought of turning the knob much further, because you are not...
Not stupid.
I can't believe that it was in there this many times.
Yeah, I did notice that the date at the bottom of the page says, like, 2009. So, was a time.
No, I don't... No, what I'm like, suggesting... I don't even think it was in there at... Like, my brain is telling me that's not what was on the original page on this page. But I could be wrong.
I mean, why would they add it?
I know, right?
I think it is, and you just, like, blocked it out. Because you don't remember every single exact word of every page.
I'll have you know. You capture log the irradiated steak and save it for your trip outside. You probably shouldn't waste much more time. You wouldn't want all those nice depleted steak isotopes to settle down. Examine the atomic base by your bed.
You wouldn't exactly call it an atomic base, but it is heavily customized to accommodate for a high level of musical virtuosity. Perfect instrument for the eclectically spirited. You've turned the strings way down, of course, because your stumpy arms can't reach the low notes.
Yeah.
Yes. Go ahead.
Where does her arm go?
She just moves it behind the thing. Like
no, but where does it go to play it?
I assume it would go in the slot between those other two. See that the two sticks? There's like a slot there. I assume it'd go between there.
You switch your electric bass to its advanced setting, but you probably switch it back, since obviously it's too complicated to play it in person like this. The default setting is your preferred mode for casual jamming, and since you can't possibly waste enough time playing music, casually jam is exactly what you're gonna do!
If I. Hey. A package.
Yeah.
Looks like it's from John.
Yeah, well, it's blue after all. If I ever send you a package, Tyler, I'm going to make it yellow. I have to. And then you'll know it's from me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Obviously.
Capture log
If I ever
base.
send you a package, it'll be blue? I also like blue, so maybe mint green.
You take the portable amp from the wall socket to open lunch top.
You like to make yourself comfy in your plushie pile before getting down to business, computer. Get down to business. Fresh jams.
Yeah, that's normal. Activate pester chum.
Pester chum enamel. Much shiny.
He has like 8 faces to pick from.
Troll slum. Oh, hey, she's got all of those.
Carcinogeneticist, Aradia's grip, Twin
His
Armageddonist.
mood is rancorous.
Of course.
Of course it is.
Terminally capricious.
Caligula's Aquarium.
Caligula's Aquarium. Alright. Carcat. Arachnid's grip is...
Vriska.
No, let me figure it
Vriska, Solux.
Let me figure
Gamzee. What? I've memorized all their usernames.
Let
Sorry.
me figure it out.
I know all of them.
Good, I wanted to remember, and you ruined them all.
Well, I'm sorry. You didn't make it clear that I wasn't allowed to also guess, but before I already guessed them.
Of course you already
I didn't
know
guess the
them.
last one. I know who it is, obviously, but go ahead.
Caligula's Aquarium would be fucking the high blood, wouldn't it? The fucking...
There's two high bloods.
No, the higher high blood, Eridan.
Eridan is below Pfeffery.
Really?
Yeah.
Good.
Pfeffery's the highest.
Hey look, John is online. Hooray! Also, it looks like Dave pestered you about something yesterday, but you missed it. Pester John. You agree, John, but he does not respond. He is undoubtedly gallivanting around his house in a state of barely restrained birthday mirth. He may yet also be retrieving the 2 packages and the 2 envelopes, which you are certain came in the mail for him earlier. You'll have to wait a while and see if he returns before you head out. Jade, see if Dave left you a sweet new rap. Have we had this conversation? Oh, okay. It does not appear so, but you just never know with that crazy and cool guy. So cool.
But yeah, I just think Jade is literally in the future. Like, currently?
Oh, you have a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna say some of those words. But anyway.
Oh, hold on. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say that word.
I'm not I haven't read it yet. Oh, I say it. Yeah,
That's a word.
Yeah.
But the thing is, because when I don't know. I don't know. Never mind.
I don't know. I don't.
Brain words.
I don't know. She might be in the future, but I don't think she is.
I think in general our grasp on time is very.
Anyway, do you want to read this stuff out, and you can like find new words for the shitty ones? Because you haven't got.
I'll just skip it entirely.
Yeah.
Right.
You're
hey,
like, yeah.
You're asleep again, aren't you? Or do you even know if you are? I still don't know how it works. It's like nothing means anything. So cool getting hella chumped by your coquettish damn riddles all the time. I don't know why I believe anything you say, like I'm the Grand Marshal of gross chumpage, waving around my chump ductor baton, assistant director of chumpography, celebrated author Ernest Chumpingway. Wait, weak. Chumpelstiltskin. Chumple dipshit? Yeah, you're asleep, YN? ASL? S equals species? Baboon? Kangaroo rat? If kangaroo rat, yif twice, please.
Do you know what yif means?
No, I don't want to.
No, it's
anyway.
not. It's not nearly that bad. Yif is like the furry version of the word fuck, but only if it meant the sexual thing. Like, you know how we say fuck to mean like, oh, we had sex, but also fuck to be like, ow, I just fucking hit my toe, ow. Yif is the furry word, but only for the, like, you can't be like, I just hit my yiffing toe. Like, it's just the sexual, you know.
Yeah, I knew that. I just didn't want you to explain it.
Okay, well, I was gonna do it anyway.
Okay, well, you're not saying anything, so I guess whether you're non-awake or unasleep or whatever, you're just not around and I'm wasting good material. Even worse, I'm wasting a killer persona here. Like, I don't know, like a wide-open V-shaped leotard or a fuck ton of body paint. Like, some sinewy, back-arching Cirque du Soleil-looking motherfucker. Always low to the ground, getting a good prowl on. Like I dropped my keys in the dark. Nimblest son of a bitch who just had the gumption to glue a nasty pair of latex cat lips to his face. For a reason that wasn't a joke. Jade, hey. Where are you? Seriously, I'm sitting here tonight with a fucking bag of kibble jacked open on my lap, primed for a goddamn bear, and now you're gone. By the way, my name is Aquit Permusk. Sure. Hardest buttock in the jungle. Tempered steel. Hey, yeah, just wanted to give you the remix I finished. Here. Turntech Godhead sent Garden Gnostic file Explore Remix MP3. So yeah, you don't have to respond to any of that, by the way. I'll probably forget half the shit I said anyway. Talk to you tomorrow.
Sil is such a Dave. It's sort of just hitting me, like, looking back on that. Like, apart from, like, the slurs, Sil is such a Dave.
I think we could probably all fit into one of them, apart from the slurs.
And, like, here's... Yeah, no, you're a Jade.
No, you're a Jade. She's a furry.
Listen. You're the Jade here. Because I'm
pretty
the
sure
John.
I'm the Rose, because I had a very intense psychoanalytical phase and read way too much into everything.
Like you still currently do. Maybe then. I was gonna say I'm the John, though. I'm not the Jade. I'm just, like, kind of there, and, like, I'm trying to figure stuff out.
Kinda there.
Alright. The beat isn't even on the fucking music, and it hurts.
Yeah, Dave, I think you're just shitty.
Do we want to listen to all of these? Because I kind of do.
Yeah, I do. Let's skip to the next one, though.
I just want to see if it gets better. Oh, it doesn't.
No, the beat's still not on.
At least the beat's on this one.
Anyway.
This just seems like Jade recorded herself.
Yeah. I do like you clearly see by the things, like, what they're mixed of.
Yeah.
So this is just Jade, and then potential verdancy is Jade mixing with herself. So she probably just added another layer to it. So this is going to be the baseline for the next one. Ooh, I like how that goes back and forth between my headphones.
Yeah. Oh. My headphones, it only does it barely because mine are not very good. Oh. Oh god, what? Jade exploring chiptunes.
She has ADHD, she can't stick to one thing for too long.
Of course.
Let's hear the remix!
Oh.
Ooh, funky.
Right?
We're getting some, like, bubblegum pop in here. That's funky. I want to see what Dave made himself.
Yeah. Also, I like how you can tell the order of things as well. Like this one was Dave and then Jade remixed it, and that one was Jade and then Dave remixed it.
Yeah.
At least it's on beat.
Yeah, well, that's because it has nothing to be offbeat with. Dave, I think you kind of suck at music. But, like, keep trying. You have something, I think. I love you, buddy. But I think you're just trying to do the things that your brother does.
Yeah.
Maybe you should take up crochet or something.
You need to get your own hobby and not just one of your brother's ones, because it seems very unhealthy. This is very pretty.
It is. Crystal Anthems.
Oh, it's just Crystal Anthem. I thought it was just Chess Anthem.
I think this comes up later. I think this is a world theme.
Yeah, no, I think this plays, like, during one of those world explory games. Alright, let's hear the new one.
Yeah. Let's hear what Dave did.
The random volume? Okay, that's not pleasant. It's like Dave was trying to do the thing in whichever one was going.
Yeah.
In the like he was trying to do that.
It kind of seems like Dave was messing with the exact like the interface we had, where he's literally just hitting random buttons. It is on time this time though.
Oh, that beat is good. All right, Dave. Open Echidna and go to mspaintadventurers.com. It begins to dawn on you that everything you did may have just been a colossal waste of time. What? You open your web browser and visit Miss Parr. You're moving to a random page in the middle of the latest epic. Looks like he was just finishing up some weird tangential intermission here. Whatever it was, it clearly advanced the plot in no relevant way whatsoever. End intermission? Are we getting into the Midnight Crew already?
I think so. Or Jade is. I like how for the thing she's reading, Homestuck is clearly the intermission for Midnight Crew.
But for us, Midnight Crew is the intermission for...
Yeah, now we're getting into some random bullshit that's not going to advance our plot at all. Hearts box.
Well, the end of it, the Snow Woman stuff is,
Yeah, eventually. They flip.
And the felt are kind of important as well.
Yeah.
Well, actually, do you know how they're important? Did you ever get that far?
Yeah. It's all very complicated, like everything in fucking Homestuck is.
Of course. The felt...
And also, I take back me saying that it won't advance the plot at all, because again, what is the plot of Homestuck?
Yeah.
So that's pretty sick. Anyway.
Oh, thank God. You killed a little time, but still no sign of John. Jade, Pester Dave. Alright, is this a conversation we've had?
Yeah, not much up with you, bro.
Okay. Dave
So
Strife.
yeah, like telling him that we know that John, whatever.
I'd like to point out
Practically
that
wave.
the puppet is beating him.
Yeah. Also, Dave's kind of shit with swords.
Yeah.
Because again, I think he's just copying fucking Bro's shit.
Rose is online.
Rose is online.
Now, have we had this
Oh, funky.
conversation?
No.
No, we haven't. New conversation!
I require a font of frighteningly accurate yet infuriatingly non-specific information. Do you know where I can find a wellspring of this sort?
Yeah, okay, but we can't talk for long.
You have plans?
Well, yes, I do, but it's just that you will lose your internet connection soon, and we weren't talking in for a pretty long time. Not until you enter.
Enter?
Yeah.
This is what I was talking about. This was the itch that needed scratching. My avarice for the inscrutable. It is limitless.
Well, what did you want to know?
You've been insisting today was the big day. We would all play a game you didn't know the name of. A game you said I'd get in the mail, and did. One that would help me answer some questions. But Strider is being obtuse, and I can't catch John at his computer. And you don't even have the game yourself, and on top of all that, my internet is unstable. So are you sure today's the day?
There are sure a lot of challenges, but yes, I am sure. Dave is cool. You know he will come around when the time is right. He just has a lot of work to do first, and so do you. You'll need to keep searching for a stable signal and power source. It will be hard, but don't give up, and don't worry about me either. Focus on playing with John first. It all starts with you two.
Is there nothing else you can say to prepare me for this? I'm sure you think little of blithely upsetting dark forces with Grandpa Moreau over there on Hellmurder Island, but honestly, I've only read a few books on it.
Doc, that's ridiculous. I don't really know what to tell you other than that it's not going to be what you think it is. And more importantly, you will have your questions answered. But they will not be the ones that you thought to ask yet. Just be patient and brave. You'll see.
They will be ones you haven't thought to ask yet.
It'll be fun. Uh-oh, looks like you've got to go. Take care, Rose. Be the other girl.
I'm just saying, her words are confusing enough without you just blatantly fucking up what she's saying.
Shut up. You're now the other girl several hours into the future. It appears a secret passage in the mausoleum has opened. It is definitely getting awfully toasty in here. You gather up your belongings, including your dead cat. Descend. Alright, stop being the other girl and pester John again. You spend enough time for now concerning yourself with the future of your friends. John will not be available until later. By then, he will have his hands full. As will you.
You pack your lunch top and get ready to take care of some business downstairs.
Descend. Oh. Oh.
Oh no! No! Ow! Ow! He's dead. But okay. Sure.
And so we rinse and repeat.
Alright.
Try as you might, you can't stop your mind from drifting to the fate of your friends. You dwell on a particular configuration of reminders on your finger. Also in the future. But years, not hours. Under bare white branches a century wakens. Oh, that's right. Meh. Meh. Num 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 num. And that's all we have to say on that one. Oh, John is the one continuing this.
Some stuff about capture codes and punch card alchemy.
Yeah.
Are you actually reading any of this, or are they all dead?
We have...
Blah.
Yeah. I have not been reading it. Punch card calculator.
Punch card
Hello.
Image euro. Output euro. Bloop.
Oh, that's cool.
Anyway.
Oh, we can make our own punch cards!
We could. It is very impressive that John just managed to figure that out from, like, experimentation.
Oh, John's a computer nerd. Of course.
But yeah, but like also he said he's not very good at it, which I call bullshit on, because, you know.
Alright. SN exit. You enter the laboratory. Look for mad scientists. Nope, just you.
There are no scientists to be found, mad or otherwise, or anyone for that matter. This lab appears to be deserted. There is a kiosk, though.
Of course, it looks like a chessboard. Yeah.
It always does. Looks like the kiosk monitors this lab's enormous hub grid. Transportalize as far down as you can go.
You'll probably have to start saying names now that we're switching between characters constantly. This is as far down as you can go.
Good God.
The grand foyer is still a few floors down, but the transportalizer on that level is blocked by one of Grandpa's impressive big game trophies. And you just don't think he would cotton to someone moving it. Speaking of which, here are some of his trophies now. He has 1 million of these ghastly things. You really dislike them. Jade proceeds. Look at all them knights. You hop down a level. Grandad also likes to accumulate valiant knights from his travels. They're pretty cool, you guess. And Jade will keep going.
The fact that he has a tradition of stuffing dead bodies makes me concerned about the knights he's met during his travels that he collects.
Yeah.
But anyways.
And the mummies. Oh yeah, how could you forget about a stash of decrepit mummies? God, you hate these things. Jade doesn't stop.
You should really be storing them in a more airtight, like secure place. This is your grandfather's collection of what he refers to as his beauties. No lovely lady will be fit for his collection unless her portrait has spent at least 20 years bleaching in the front window of a beauty parlor, a sort of establishment he's plundered no less frequently than ancient tombs. You guess they were sort of like your sisters while growing up, and you were always encouraged to look up to them. They are all awfully pretty ladies, you suppose, but it was always hard to get as excited about them as your grandpa. Jade, study hard and keep your rifle at the ready. When adventure summons, I know you will rise to the task and take your rightful place among the daughters of Eclectica. That old coot sure is a bag of wind.
Freudian slip, Tyler.
Complete your descent. Was it?
It sounded like you said that old cooch.
Oh, sure.
You reach the ground level. This is the stupid thing blocking the transportalizer. It is unspeakably hideous. Down the southeast hall is the grand foyer. You'll have to cross it to leave the house. Oh.
Looks like someone pestering you, even though you thought you logged off.
Oh no. Tyler, we're about to get the first troll. I think this is the first troll. Tyler, we have to talk about this.
Well, let's see who it is first. Answer.
It's the first troll! I knew it was! I know how this story goes. So here's the thing, right? There are some trolls that I desperately want to be the voice of.
I have 2 voices, Aretha! fine. You can have Carcat.
No, it's actually not Carcat. The thing is, I just wanted to put my foot in the door for some of them later on.
We'll figure it out with every voice that comes along.
All right. Well, you can have Carcat, but like,
let me figure out how to. I just gotta yell, right?
Yeah, I like to imagine that he's like not everything is yelling so much as just everything is angry. But I don't know. It's up to you, really.
Right. Hi again, idiot! So I guess today is finally the day you fuck everything up!
Oh no!
Do an angry voice sound.
Is there nothing I can do to change your mind?
You can leave me alone! How can you even be talking to me after I blocked you and after I logged out?
Have you been doing shit like this the whole time? Because I kept Rose and Dave like really tame, easy voices to do, specifically because I knew I'd have to crank it up for more other voices. But you like came out strong right out the gate. With Jade and John. Have you been doing this the whole? All right, whatever.
Have I been doing what the whole time?
Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm like, what is it that you're asking? I'm so confused. Jade's voice is easy for me.
Putting a lot of energy into
Jade's voice. Yeah, you've got two very. I've got. Have we just noticed actually? I've got both of the Prospect people, and you've got both of the Durst people.
Yeah, that's just how it turned out.
Yeah.
All right.
But like, well,
you don't get that I am better and smarter than you in literally every way forever. You don't get that because you are incredibly stupid.
I still. What are you? No, hold on. What is it that you're asking? What have I been doing? What the whole time?
I don't know. My brain made up words, and I don't know what they meant. So I spit them out, but they didn't actually make sense. So I just dropped it.
Okay, but I'm not. I don't want to.
Okay, but I can't explain the thing that my brain spit out.
I get that you're a jerk, and you should shut up. Goodbye, you jerk. And Gnostic blocked carcinogeneticist. John's voice is not.
Okay, I'm gonna add Carcat to my.
John's voice is not like it's not even hard on me. Like it sounds loud. It's like a caricature of a voice instead of like an actual normal voice. But it's not a hassle on my throat, right? And neither is Jade, because I'm very naturally high pitched. I'm very naturally low pitched. It's, you know, that whole singing thing, having a wide range, it really comes in handy.
So
yeah,
anyway, I added Carcat under the note of loud, aggressive gravel. Anyway.
Looks like a mapping of each pub's index. It appears one of the hubs was recently unlocked. Go to the center and do a goofy dance.
At the center, you find a little stage that looks perfect for supporting a spectacularly silly dance. Or it would if standing on it didn't make you a little nervous, and also if it didn't sound like a stupid idea given the circumstances. It looks sort of like the various contraptions you've been deploying in John's house. You wonder what it does. Attempt to plug laptop into nearby hub.
Great, you just vaporized your dead cat. Oh well, ashes to ashes, you guess. There's gotta be a better way to deal with this lousy tree. Examine fetch modus. Picking leaf instead of root and turning off auto balance. Interesting.
Looks like you can choose between picking leaves or awkwardly uprooting a whole tree, as you've been doing. You select leaf. You also turn off auto balance, since its consequences can be a little mystifying sometimes.
Okay.
Go ahead.
You gather up all the items in order that places your laptop in a conveniently accessible leaf. You're not sure why you didn't do this a lot sooner. Kind of funny looking tree now, but all your concern for structural elegance is at an all-time low. Find the unlocked
I guess
hub.
all this faffing about with fetch modi was like it was fine before.
Yeah.
But now that their lives are on the line, they're like, no, fuck it, we're doing shit inelegantly.
Ugh, of course it's 413.
As long as you're going to plug in your computer, you might as well find that hub. Here it is, hub SN Lab 0413. It is unlocked and thus removable from the grid. You suspect that this is the same beacon transmitting the unsecured signal you were using earlier.
She literally has to pick it off. You pick the laptop leaf from the tree. You plug the laptop into the
How
hub.
does that exist? How does that work? Whatever.
What?
I'm just like, how does that like physically within the world?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'm not
The
worried about it.
esoterics of the capture log system is probably my favorite thing about Homestuck.
Yeah.
You plug your laptop, like, for the fact that even though the hub and the laptop are on different leaves, they can somehow remain physically plugged into each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like, think about that. Like, or even better, don't. You plug
Yeah.
your laptop into the hub, then capture log the hub, and then the laptop. There must be a better place here to set up your computer. This huge grid of electronics is sort of uninviting. God damn it. You look around. Hey, what's that?
Skynet Laboratory, unestablished in. You're about to become rapidly unestablished, Rose.
It's another one of these ominous countdowns. You didn't notice it when you first entered the lab about a minute ago. Of course, a minute ago at 3:14. It looks like this one has been ticking down for years. Whatever it's ticking to, there isn't much time. You can only hope that when you turn on your computer again, there will be a connection. There will be a connection invitation from one Mr. Strider.
Again in the future.
Another time winds down sideways.
Worm?
She's typing home.
Well, I think that's just the last thing was entered.
Okay. Worms. Almost like the things that you can find in apples.
Hmm.
And the tree. And the worm. Like, you see
There
where
it
I'm...
goes.
You see why I think that, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, Dave abscond. Dave is, like, much better at fighting.
He's not, though. His bro is obviously
I meant
going
yeah.
Yeah. The fact that he's not constantly disappearing means he's just going easy on him. Yeet.
I warned you about the stairs, bro! I told you, dog! It keeps happening! What does? You don't have time to humor every random thought that pops into your head. The clock is ticking. Look around for anything else of importance. Oh, this was the meteorite computer. I mean, this looks like something of importance. Go on.
It appears to be Skynet's primary session terminal, monitoring the great number of suburb sessions in the northeastern United States and Canada. Upon further investigation, you draw some logical conclusions. It looks like each session consists of an IP address and a physical location. The colored dots on the map appear to be meteor impact sites. It seems each session corresponds with a meteor, and not all meteors have sessions. The color of the dot appears to indicate the status of the meteor's descent. The red dots indicate meteors that have already landed. Yellow dots are imminent collisions. Green will impact later, and blue will take the longest to touch down.
So that we can presume is where Jade is, because she's not Jade, where Rose is, because of all the tiny, tiny little meteorites that she's got, like, you know,
Yeah.
raining around her, and then maybe one of these big red circles.
Well, also, I think we can sort of identify where on the map we are, because those are the lakes, the Great Lakes, right, to the left.
I don't fucking. Yeah, I remember, not American. This will all be up to you if you can figure that out.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely not Texas, which is where Dave is, so.
Yeah. But also one of the giant red circles is John's, because his was the largest to date, remember?
Yeah. Oh, ow.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about. This is Rose's.
Yep. And one giant one is heading for her.
Oh yeah. Though
Well,
it's
two big ones.
Yeah, that one is if you can tell the difference in those two colors, I'll be surprised.
I can.
Yeah, okay. Because that one is slightly closer than this one.
That one's like the bigger one's like a lime green, like a
Yeah.
lime yellow green. Yeah, that
You
one's
use
more
the
yellow.
panel to center on your present location and zoom in. Surrounding the lab are, of course, hundreds of smaller meteors that have been raining in steadily throughout the evening. Most of these have already landed or will shortly. Centered on the lab is a significantly larger imminent collision. You can't say precisely how imminent, but you can certainly take an educated stab at it. Just southwest of the
Gonna
lab,
guess it has something to do with the ticking down timer.
centered suspiciously near the location of your house, is an even larger looming collision, though this one appears slightly less imminent. The terminal looks like it can monitor any meteor or session around the world. Search filters can be applied as well, restricting results based on size, time of impact, location, and so on. You zoom all the way out.
That green is for that green is over Texas.
Yeah.
So Dave's is headed for there, and in the middle of the ocean, I assume, is where Jade is.
Yeah.
Somewhere off the coast of Brazil.
Yes. That is where she lives. You zoom...
Wait, no. That's Africa. Never mind.
Yeah, no, I know. But yeah. Oh, look, there's Australia. Look, there's me. I'm like... hold on. I am... Can you see my mouse cursor?
Yes, I can see your mouth cursor.
I am like...
Wait, that's not Africa. Oh, I'm just stupid. Sorry. Nice.
Yeah, I'm around about here. You zoom all the way out. And
I can show you where I am. If you go to the right, and you go up.
So here, somewhere?
Yeah, that's America. I'm there.
Well, Tyler, okay, I know America. Here you go. I was pointing specifically where on Australia I was. Because, like, it's somewhere there.
And I was being a shitlord.
Yes.
Anyway.
You zoom the way out and narrow the search based on size. The two at the top of the list appear to be the biggest by far. You examine only their coordinates. The second is sent over a US city. The biggest by landslide is, luckily for the Earth, you suppose, way out in the middle of the Pacific Ocean.
Whoops.
Turn on your laptop and check on John. Plug in the laptop, hub again, turn it on. It is now powered and connected with wireless signal. Your Spurb session reconnects. No sign of John here. You wonder why the house is shaking. Last time you saw him, he was on one of the roof platforms. You will have to navigate via the Spurb interface to find him. Rose, ascend.
Navigate. Boop. 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 Oh, yes, this is still going on. He's actually doing some damage this time, so that's nice. So is Nanaquin. Holy shit, Nanaquin. That eye laser is OP.
Oh. Kaboom! Fridges, toilets, pianos, bathtubs.
Nice.
Kaboom!
Ooh, that's a lot of stuff. Yay!
Surprised the alchemitter didn't get broken. High five, Nanaquin! Left hanging long enough.
Good work, John.
Oh, hey, you're back.
For now, I'll have to leave again shortly. It looks like there's another large meteor headed for my present location.
Oh, so you mean Dave connected with you?
Not yet. I'll explain later. But I think I've determined that activating the timer in the game is not directly responsible for summoning a meteor to your location. The countdown seems merely to exist as a kind of warning to the player, as well as a strange coincidence.
Okay. I don't really think I get it. Is this relevant?
Probably not at the moment, and certainly not to you. I have to go.
Okay, later.
P.S. Try not to waste too much of that grist while I'm gone.
Climb that ladder. You rocket up the ladder to the dizzying heights of the vaunted boy Skylark Rung. Your new feather is hard-earned and well-deserved, and alarmingly fashionable. Collect fat loots.
Woo woo.
You see the scroll bar is still at the bottom, though.
Yeah. But we are rocketing up that ladder.
You and your ceramic pork hollow rejoice in the amount of wealth yielded from your meteoric ascent up the ladder. You are still not sure what all these boondollars can actually get you, but when pulling in such insane loot hand over fist like this, who cares? Not you. Pick up as much grist as you can hold. That's right, the point of leveling up is getting higher
Expanding your cash limit.
Yeah. Your expanded cash limit is more than enough to accommodate the grist windfall. You gather up to 2,260 pieces of build grist, 1,040 pieces of shale, 490 drops of tar, and 350 drops of mercury. You can't wait to find out what amazing items this new supply of grist will be just barely insufficient to produce.
That's fair.
Oh
God, there's grist litter down there too. These stupid ogres are like giant grist pinatas. One of the big sour grape electric holocaust fruit gushers is jammed in the what? Big sour grape electric holocaust fruit gushers. So that's a flavor of fruit gusher, I suppose.
Electric fucking holocaust?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It's jammed in the hole in the platform. You guess there's only one way to get it.
Surely you could just touch it. Like, you don't have to jump into the hole.
Well.
John, don't forget your book. It is your birthright. You ought to give it a read when you have a moment, particularly the first several pages. Okay, Nana, I will. Hey, Nana. Yes, dear? Since I'm trying to get up that gate, and since you can sort of conjure floating beds and throw me around and all, couldn't you just throw me up to the gate? Yes, of course, John, but that would not serve your purpose well. There is a very good reason why you should build up to it, and then keep building. Oh, okay. I guess that's what I figured. So just one more thing. Do you think that instead of telling me exactly why that is with a clear explanation, you could give me a series of really coy riddles about it, and then sort of giggle? John, you are a very fresh young man. Your father has done such a wonderful job raising you. I am so proud of you both. Haha, I guess. When you pass through the first gate, everything will change. You'll find the place where the constellations dance beneath the clouds, and then your true work may begin. I suddenly understand everything. Elsewhere, we find a place where a kingdom lies entrenched beneath an impenetrable veil of darkness.
Hello.
Ugh, he's strong if he can launch an imp through a wall.
Well, I mean, he was presumably strong enough to lift those books and that safe and everything, since he had to put the note under the safe.
Nah. You are now the Peregrine Mendicant. Ugh, alright. It's like the Roran sections of the Aragon books, you know? You were flying westward in your... Alright, well, no one else is going to get that reference then. You were flying westward in your peculiar mobile station. You have no sense of your bearings presently. The door is blocked by a metal column which extended through the entry shaft before liftoff. What will you do? Check mail. This message to Dr. Yawn, I apologize. This message to Dr. Brenner looks pretty serious. Open envelope. Go on.
Never. Mail is sacred, and sacred is the trust between the postman and the recipients of his precious parcels. You have made a solemn pledge to deliver this letter to the doctor, just as soon as you determine where his address is or find any sort of discernible mailing address in this wasteland for that matter. The mail is freedom. The mail is life. The mail is the very fabric of Wait, I'll hold that thought for just one moment. The mail is the one final hope for resurrecting a dead planet from its ashes, and the letter carriers are the brave soldiers of God in this righteous crusade. They are the defenders of the light of knowledge, free communication, and the exchange of ideas. They are the bold toters of all those little papery conduits of freedom, the white postmarked angels that whisper the message on their deliverance, a promise to the yearning, there is hope yet. Liberty, reason, justice, civility, edification, perfection, mail. Examine keyboard on screen.
I love her. It's the terminal you used to activate the station's homing mechanism. Looks like that has now returned control to you. The default viewports displays command previously entered, including your last and only command, home. Type view. Oof.
You type another one of the previous entered commands. It switches to a view of a young girl standing alone somewhere. There's a heavy amount of video interference of some sort. Girl seems familiar to you.
Hold on.
Greetings.
Who does John get in?
Hmm?
Who does John get the game? Who is John? Who is John's client player? It's Jade.
It ends up being Jade.
It's Jade. Right?
Yeah. I think so.
That lends more credence to my theory. The fact that this one is the one that she's able to interact with. Because if she wasn't able to interact with it, it'd be locked.
Right. Greetings.
Greetings.
Don't I know you?
Well, if Jade's my character, well, I don't know. Fucking... Clearly this isn't gonna last for very long.
I took PM. PM is mine. I'm writing down PM in my list.
I like how... Well... Fine. Oh, I got a fucking itch on my back. Hold on. Ah! Ow. Also, I like to point out that every single time we've looked at this timer, it's been in a configuration of 4, 1, and 3. Like, it started out as 3, 1, 4, and now it's 1, 4, 3.
Yeah.
Refuse to acknowledge the absurd T-set.
You successfully disregard the T-set because it's stupid and shouldn't be in a place like this. You probe further into the lab.
Looks like it's a little girl's room. This all strikes you as a bit odd, but no time for messing around in here, though. Wear the scarf. Be the rider.
Do you think this used to be Rose's room and she just doesn't remember, and that's why her mom keeps giving her, like, princess shit? Because that's what she used to play with?
Okay, maybe
that's all wizards and princess shit. Like, what's in the house.
Yeah. Okay, maybe you'll do a little messing around. You are only human after all. What's that?
Because either that or this is her mom's, like, childhood room or something. And so she's just giving her the stuff that she likes. Like wizards. Because she likes them.
Hello.
You were accosted by a friendly mutant kitten.
John.
But she clearly likes the pony.
Yeah. John,
anyway.
John, resist great urge to take the wedged shale. You know you should grab this thing, but...
You're suddenly feeling apprehensive about entering your father's room. With all the scampering around, it almost slipped your mind how much you hate his hideous clowns. No use putting it off any longer. There's only one thing left to do. Give me a D, give me an E, give me an S, give me a C.
Jump down.
Jump down. Bloop.
Scamper into grand foyer with wild abandon. Last scamper. You scamper your heart out and bump into something. You don't know why he always insists on keeping it so dark in here. Oh no, it was one of his dumb globes. These things make it awfully difficult to navigate the foyer. We get it, Granddad. You like to travel around the world going on adventures and stuff. Lousy, stupid, goddamn globes. Arm yourself. Oh.
Grandpa will surely have stern words for you if he catches you without your trusty rifle at the ready. That's just what you need. Another one of his blustering mustachioed diatribes. You're rolling your eyes in advance, getting them warmed up. But ideally, you can evade him altogether. All you have to do is get past the fireplace and out the front door, and you'll be scot-free. Jade, examine those chaps on the sofa.
These are the Manor's 4 distinguished house guests. They like to gather here by the fireplace for tea time, as well as pretty much all other times. It is very mannerly and civilized. You know exactly what's going to happen when you try to sneak by. The fireplace is going to light up and your grandpa's silhouette is going to appear in front of the fire to give you a good spook. He is so predictable.
Jade, darling, how long have you been here alone? I'm concerned. Yeah.
And there he goes. The old man has the flame.
You suppose you could still manage to sneak by the crafty old man if you're fast enough. Avoiding an encounter would be ideal. Encounters with him are usually intense. Jade leaped dramatically across the divide.
Whoops. You guess an encounter with him is almost certain now. But most likely not for a while. Time to see what someone else is up to. Let's say Dave. Oh, this one has to load.
Ah shit, preload or psych out.
Oh.
Right?
Sorry?
Just reading it. It said strife? Question mark. Aggrieve.
Pew pew pew. Pew. Pachoo. Pew pew.
Jade, I'm very concerned. How long? How long have you been here alone? Because it had to have been very, very long, right?
Zed still makes her fall asleep, by the way. The hat's on the gun. The hat's on the gun.
Yeah, considering how she smiles whenever she falls asleep, I'm actually liable to think that she does enjoy bouts of narcolepsy.
Look at the word pew.
Pew, pew, pew. You can fall asleep and let's move on.
I'm looking at every single one. Okay.
Blam. I see a blam in there.
Oh.
Pew! Pew!
Oh.
Sleep.
Yes, I am going out with this gun. No, I will not get a bigger one. No, I will not take yours. I can't even lift it. Oh, that is so preposterous. Do you even hear what you're saying? I will be fine. This is a perfectly deadly gun and it shoots lots of incredibly deadly bullets. Oh, will you just stop it? I am going now. Goodbye. Ah! Jade abscond. He was so much easier to deal with when he was he was so much easier to deal with when he was alive. Pierre miraculously survived. Oh.
Not visiting Andrew Hussey's blog spot.
Pure out of explosion hole.
Oh no, mail.
Meh.
Oh no. Mail. Oh, mail. Heart, heart.
Refuse to acknowledge the absurd kitten. You fail miserably. Oh look, there's some more mad science crap over here. Insert coin.
The weird arcade gizmo adapted to this setup obviously doesn't take coins anymore, assuming it ever did. Besides, you left all your coins in the fridge, remember?
Let's play a game.
Rose, let's play a game.
It doesn't
Do
appear
I
to be a
get to
game.
read the blue messages on the pages that I read or not?
What?
You keep reading over me.
You keep not reading them, though.
I'm getting to them.
I've sat on pages.
I just pause after I read, and then I read the message.
If we want to have this argument, I've sat on pages where you've read the box text.
Sometimes,
and
but then you just have to say, keep reading. You
Okay.
don't read over me. Just say, or something like that.
Okay.
I'll get to it.
Okay. This doesn't appear to be a game. It appears to be an appearifier. Screw around with the appearifier. Speaking is hard.
You mess with the controls. Hey, Jasper's is alive! Or, at least he was in the past. According to the timestamp, this was almost 9 years ago. You try to move the crosshairs with the joystick, but it seems to be permanently locked onto a specific target. You might be able to unlock it, but you clearly don't have much time to horse around with this thing.
Yeah. You zoom out. It looks like you and Jaspers were having one of your sessions. You weren't making a lot of progress, though, because Jaspers was no doubt being characteristically recalcitrant. You possibly jotted this phrase down in your pad. It's hard to remember, though. Wait. Could this be that day? Cause time paradox. You attempt to appearify Jas... Oh, yeah.
You attempt to appearify Jaspers. This will surely cause a time paradox, because you can plainly see that he has not told you his secret yet. But it seems the machine has a safety mechanism to prevent such irresponsible appearification practices.
The paradox ghost imprint of Jaspers appearifies instead and quickly settles into a mound of sludge.
I like how Rose in her head already knows all the lingo.
Yeah. Well, that's her code, isn't it? That's her secret.
That's just like actual DNA code.
What do you mean? Also,
actual DNA consists of the four pieces of C, A, T, and G.
Really?
Cytosine. I can't remember the words, but yeah, that's actual like human
Oh, so that's
DNA
why the movie was.
From
why the movie was called Gattaca.
Probably.
But also,
I don't know what movie you're talking about. But
well,
like it's consists of the four.
A movie about like DNA stuff. Like I don't know much about it myself. I never watched it, but like that. Like I've always wondered why it was called Gattaca. But also you'll notice out of all those letters that are moving, there's one A that isn't changing. Do you see it? My mouse is hovering below it.
I see CGC that isn't moving.
Yeah, no, that's a few.
But also, I might see different things that aren't moving because I see less frames than you.
No, that CGC is not moving either. And that C is only switching between a C and a G.
Yeah.
The machine beside it sucks up the paradox sludge and begins some kind of automated procedure. It seems whatever sort of primordial biochemical properties...
But yeah, when they say that your DNA is unique to you and your construction, is because you have a completely unique string of those four chemicals that's like an arranged in a very, very long pattern that's specific to you.
Yeah.
Like binary, but with four.
Yeah.
So not binary.
So quadrary.
Quadrary, basically.
Anyway, it seems to have it seems whatever sort of primordial biochemical properties the sludge possesses is being evaluated in the device. Oh.
Blip.
Device generates a fetal paradox clone of Jasper's. The wretched creature exhibits a number of unfortunate mutations, though. Good news is that it will be mercifully unestablished along with this facility shortly. This is also the bad news. Whoever was operating this machine in the past may have been making unsuccessful attempts to perfect the science of ectobiology. Rose have a flashback.
There's no need for a flashback. Conveniently, you can watch what happened right here on the monitor. You roll the clock forward a few seconds. Jaspers reveals his stunning secret to you in strict confidence. He's a cat.
Before you could ask him to clarify, he vanishes into thin air. You now believe you understand why. However, you were not the one to purify him from this moment. Your hand was nowhere near the controls just now. A couple of weeks after he vanished, his body washed up along with the riverbank. His suit was a mess. Your mother fitted him with a new one just before this absurd funeral service she insisted upon.
Have you considered that maybe she insisted upon the funeral service because she liked him too?
Trace Jasper's whereabouts on the machine. You roll the clock forward a week after he vanished. It seems there is no accessible feed tracing his whereabouts during that time frame. You fast forward another week. There he is, just as you found him. Do you really have the time to fast forward to now when the lab has like presumably at this point like 7 seconds before it explodes?
Time passes much slower than we think. Also, you're fast forwarding. Blink, blink. Blink, blink, blink. That looks like Jay's house.
By the way, there was a hidden thing to press in the bottom right corner.
This is a profound waste of time.
John with this fucking...
Alright. Moving along.
It's Jasper's! He's alive! Well, okay, he's still dead, but his body is intact. Turns out it wasn't some type of disintegratificator like you thought. It's more like an escapalizer.
Or a transportalizer, but okay.
Purify Jaspers immediately.
He was probably safer where he was. Good thing you finally got this all sorted out. You only have 10 seconds to spare. Time to stash the dead cat in Amscray. Stop fooling around and transportalize out of there.
Jade, locate and feed the devil beast you call a pet. Good luck finding him. If he wants to be found, he will find you. Becquerel has always managed to elude your prognosticative faculties. There we go. He is completely invisible to your intuition somehow, a property almost totally unique to him. He used to freak you out a little, but you have long since grown accustomed to it. Huh? Ah, it was nothing. Nothing at all. Moving right along. Retrieve the package you expected to arrive.
The birthday package you were expecting from John arrived months late, and yet right on time. It landed over there past the crumbling monument, the satellite to the great mystic ruins in the center of the crater lagoon. John, triple somersault into room, etc. Stick the landing.
Oh, okay, you do that. You are now in your dad's room. Huh. Where are all the clowns? You spot your dad's briefcase behind you. It probably contains all sort of clues, or at least various forms of paperwork critical to his trade as a hilarious street performer. Snoop. Ah, yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Okay, you can.
Ah, yeah, here come the secrets. Get ready for some major Wait a minute. These are just boring business documents and spreadsheets. What the heck is going on here?
Examine your
John,
tabs.
examine your dad's room.
Shh. Kind of a boring room. Just a businessman.
Probably works in a cubicle. Who's this douchebag?
Oh, John. Calm down, it'll be alright.
So all those years while you believed he was out busking the corners with hilarious antics, he was working as an ordinary businessman all along. He was just a man trying to make a good, honest living for his son. Maybe he was just too embarrassed to tell you the truth, or maybe it was just that you never bothered to ask. I guess you always just assumed. See? He's strong.
The human prisoner has broken out of the jail cell yet again. Attempts to block the cell with heavy objects have proven futile. You're gonna need a bigger safe.
But yeah, I think he calls them grave stuffers because they're just pawns.
Who's this
He's
guy?
Spade Slick.
Spade Slick. I guess I'm doing Spade Slick then.
He doesn't have a voice currently.
Yeah.
This is still narration.
Got a nice ring to it. But you know your own name, and that damn well ain't your name. Take another stab at it.
Date, name, and rank.
Okay.
Okay.
You are arrogant Jack Noir. You oversee various...
Archagent.
Archagent. Shut up. I like to think he's arrogant. He is.
I mean, he is, but he's also an archagent.
You oversee various affairs of a dark kingdom. Presently, you are determining how to deal with this prisoner, who has been a thorn in your side since he was apprehended. You view the affairs of the kingdom through a series of fenestrated walls. You have 3 walls, clearly enough to form a cubicle of vigilance, which is a full and proper enclosure for an agent of your stature. However, much to your utter contempt, your 4th wall was stolen some time ago. Haha. Don Comical Hat.
This frivolous headdress turns your stomach. You'd sooner stick your head in a furnace than coax it into this monstrosity's loathsome, colorful maw. It's bad enough that your exalted ruler ordered everyone to drape themselves in these hideous rags the moment the troublesome human with the pipe and his child showed up. But you draw the line at the hat. Jack, call a minion.
Diamond Droogs, or whatever the fuck his name is. No, Hearts something.
He was Hart's boxcar.
Hearts Boxcar. You order one of your burliest agents to the scene. He brings something heavier this time. Ooh.
Oop. Transmission is interrupted. It seems your glorious monarch has concerns over your wardrobe.
Fine! You begrudgingly don the comical hat. Stupid, lousy, wise and just leader. What a royal pain in my ass. Throw down the hat in disgust.
You fully intend to once your superior stops breathing down your neck for a second. Wait, what now?
Your blood is boiling so hot you could cook an egg on your carapace. Looks like you'll just have to handle this yourself. John, investigate room for anything Dad may have left behind.
It seems there are some unopened birthday presents which Dad didn't get around to giving you yet. John, present time. Open a present, see what's inside.
The one on the right seems promising. You open it and see what's inside, and oh god, yes! Obtains for 3 loot.
Sweet loot. Fetch modus array. You tear into this thing and put a mean peep on the sweet loot. In addition to the Modus control deck, you get a bonus array fetch Modus, plus another 12 cards, which are practically worthless by this point, but hey, you'll take them.
First thing you do is flush the extra cards in your deck. Okay, this is really just way too many cards. Fucking equip array fetch Modus. Wow.
The array modus allows you to store and retrieve any item from any card at any time. It seems exceptionally serviceable, albeit difficult to weaponize. Boring.
Read instructions,
Read instructions for control deck.
There's nothing to read, really. You just pop some Modus cartridges in the slots to fire it up and see what happens. You start by putting the stack and the queue modi in the slots.
Your Siladex now behaves like both a stack and a queue. Items can be removed from either the top card or the bottom card.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You see no reason at all not to jam the array cartridge in there too. You make sure to blow the dust out of it first, of course. The Siladex reconfigures itself into an array of distinct queue stacks. Now we're talking. This is just the sort of needless complexity you've come to expect from your inventory management system.
Array was literally just put any item in any slot and take any item out of any slot
but
at
that
any
would be
time.
too simple,
No,
Aretha.
that's not... Fuck!
Now we're talking. Unwrap the smallest present first.
You have a staunch policy of always saving the biggest present for last. Always!
You receive a box of delicious fruit gushers. Could this birthday get any better? You don't think so?
Open the
Open
big
the big
one. You thought wrong. Fill up an entire key stack with shoes.
Okay, awesome. Q stacks full of shoes.
Capture log fruit gushers. Dang, you spaced out and put it in the wrong Q stack. What does that even mean?
You put it in the Q stack full of shoes, so the shoe got ejected.
No, Tyler. I know what effectively happened, but esoterically, what does that mean?
I thought you told me not to esoterically think of this.
Closely inspect fruit
It's
gushers.
just like how Dave has to think of a different word for something in order to equip it properly. Massive tropical brain hemorrhage.
Wow, okay.
So delicious. Can't wait to capture log one of these packs and make like 1 million gushers. Screw all this building nonsense. You'd rather make candy. Wait a minute. It can't be.
The heinous
The heinous
Batterwitch has her gnarled claws and everything! What do gushers have to do with baked goods anyway? How does this make sense? Why? Why? Mental breakdown.
Mental breakdown. With music. Hardly Quinn. Cool fructose monsoon. Kiwi mango colonic rush. Corn injury. Mixed berry social anxiety disorder. Mood. Neon green. Stupid.
Jade, retrieve package.
Hello.
A rain. Arsenalize. Artillerate. I love all the cool words.
These are just different words for shoot it. Man, I forgot how fucking weird you are, Becquerel. Love you, Becky Boo. Armamentify.
Armamentify, yeah.
What happens if you miss?
I can't click on anything that isn't Becquerel.
Ah.
Arf.
Arf. Fetch.
Num. He's such a good boy. Good dog. Best friend.
Best friend.
Oh, it's going.
Yeah, it certainly is. The dog dancing.
Oh, that just repeats. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Sleep.
yeah, it must have been a lot of effort. Jade really represents me in a lot of ways, actually. We do one successful thing and we're like, I'm done, I'm out, I don't have any more energy. I have to sleep for the next 18 hours. Check self for any mixed atoms with cat. Nope, no mixed atoms. Looks like you and the kitty kept your genes to yourself. Your new kitty whose name is... You'll think of one later. Hey, where the heck are you anyway? Look around room.
Oh, you're back home. The well-stocked bar and the vantage from the window tells you this is your mom's room, or at least what you thought was her room. You decide not to be especially melodramatic about this revelation. Watch the meteor impact.
That's funny. Shouldn't that place be unestablished by now? The downpour of smaller meteors has stopped.
Ah, there we go.
Get out of here. This room is a powder keg with all these booze, with all this booze lying around. John, get down to business.
Suddenly you're feeling very businesslike for some reason. You just punched a shitload of cards in anticipation of making a whole lot of cool stuff. This time you didn't foolishly destroy any items. You just looked up the codes for some objects you rounded up, punched them on blank cards. You wonder how much alchemizing you can get away with before Rose gets back. As if she's got any right to tell you what to do with your hard-earned grist. You're the one running around here putting your ass on the line. All she's got to do is mess around with the computer. Anyway, you better hurry. Jade, dream.
Yeah, she's on her bed, so this means it's a... it activates a robot.
Beep.
You are now dreaming, and your dream bot is awake and active. Obliquely foreshadow future through interpretive dance.
Your silly dance foreshadows nothing and is essentially meaningless, but it sure is a lot of fun. Jade,
Quick.
quick, get into bed.
You climb into bed and try to get comfortable, but some sort of invisible force is pressing down on you, a strange feeling of cold, heavy metal. This happens every time you try to get into bed. No wonder you can never really get any sleep. Realize you can fly!
There's not much to realize. Of course you can fly. Open package.
That she has somehow here as well.
Yep.
You stop all this flying nonsense and examine John's birthday package. 2 GG from GT. Yeah, before he was EB. Remember? John's chum handle is ectobiologist, but before it was something else.
Well, I'm sure we'll figure it out.
Unfortunately,
you cannot open it yet. Alright, go.
No, it's fine.
Unfortunately, you cannot open it yet. This package has an important journey to make first. You're planning on delivering it momentarily. Good thing you already know what's inside. Otherwise, you would surely be consumed by curiosity and suspense. You sincerely pity anyone who might be forced to endure such a fate. Ugh. Months in the past.
I know what's in it.
I don't remember. Whatever.
Enough for the weather to be
But enough for the
seasonally for
reconcilable.
Hey, happy birthday, Jade! Yay, thank you, John! Woo, okay. I got your present in the mail just on time. Plus I sent Rose's and Dave's too. Why do you guys' birthdays gotta be all bunched together like that? You are running me ragged. I know, but it is so nice of you to think of us all like that. I can't wait for you to see what I got you. I don't want to spoil it or anything, but it'll hopefully help you solve these problems you've been having lately. Mysterious wink. I'm sure it is great. I can't wait either. It might take a while to get here from there, but it will be worth the wait. Oh man, I'm such an idiot. I forgot how long it takes to get to.
Oh wait, scroll up. We can see what GT stands for.
Yeah,
Ghosty Trickster.
Yeah.
Nice. Anyway.
Ugh. John, and that's okay, really. I'm sure we'll get to. I'm sure we'll get to me exactly when it needs to, and it will be a nice surprise when it does. Okay, well, I hope so. Mwah. Hold on. Okay, back, I'm sorry. I had to tell someone to go away. Oh god, the trolls again? Yep. They have been such a pain in the ass lately. It seems like there are so many. There are either like 50 of these assholes, or there is one guy with a lot of alt accounts.
There's 12 of them. Actually.
With a lot of alt accounts.
And also probably they all have a lot of alt accounts.
I've never had any sort of feeling about them or what they want, which is kind of weird. It seems to me like they are all probably all different people and not one guy. I've counted 12. What do they want with us? Some people just like to needle others for some reason, John. It is like a game, I guess. They are like pranksters. Oh,
or trolls.
No. Shittiest pranksters ever. But I think they are mostly harmless. Every so often they manage to get through my block filter and hassle me. It's been going on for years, actually. Some of them are kind of funny, I think. Oh, wow. What? Years? Okay, well, I am sick of them. I've been thinking of changing my Pestachum handle to throw them off the trail, so I guess I'm gonna do that. Make totems.
So before that, he was also following the DNA model.
What do you mean?
Well, because all of their handles have follow the DNA model. They have the two letters that are either G, T, C, or A. GG, GT.
Hold on, what the fuck?
Rose is TT.
Are all the trolls like that too?
Yeah. Carcat is carcinogeneticist.
CC.
CG.
Or CG, yeah.
I don't remember all of them, but I know Solix is like TA.
Yeah, Twin Armageddons.
Gamzee's GC. No, not GC, because... Yeah, GC.
Yeah, some of them have the same.
Eridan's CA.
Yeah, Cuttlefish.
No, they're all different, because there's 4, and you can arrange them in 2, so there's a few different combinations. Arachnids, whatever, A something.
AA. Arachnids. Something.
Whatever. But yeah, they're all DNA, except for John, because he changed his.
Well, he is...
Rose is tentacle therapist, so TT. And then, Turn Tech Godhood, TG.
Huh. At long last, you have returned to your bedroom with a stable power supply and internet connection. Vodka Mutini purrs at your side. You suppose you will call him Muty for short. Pastor John. This is not one we have seen yet, no.
That's quite the totem collection. What are you planning?
Oh, whoa, hi. Gonna make some stuff. Oh, sorry for bumping the mic. Are you okay? Hasn't your house been on fire for like 5 hours now?
No, that was the nearby forest, which up until quite recently would have been best described as on fire. But you may be excited to learn that just as recently, my house finally notched that achievement.
Wow, congrats, I guess.
Thank you. Have you seen Dave?
Nah, his bro's probably busy kicking his ass. That's probably all there is to say on the matter.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna start putting this grist to use too. Let's be sparing with the frivolous knick-knack breeding and focus on getting you up to the gate, okay?
Yeah, okay, I hear you. But I think we'll have plenty. I've been killing imps all over the house now, and it's lousy with gushers.
Gushers.
I mean grist. Serves them right for ruining my posters, the bastards.
Which posters?
Don't you see? My sweet movie posters. Look at them. They're fucking ruined.
Are you suggesting that imps are responsible for defacing your movie posters?
Sorry. Yes, okay. I just lost place entirely because I scrolled down. Yeah?
Your posters have looked like that ever since I first saw your room, the moment we started playing this game. I thought you'd deface them ironically to mock your father's interests. John? Huh?
Very funny, Rose! Ha 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 ha! Nice joke! Great joke there, Rose. Top of the line prank. Ha 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 ha.
This is good. Laughter is probably the best way to avoid being especially melodramatic about the revelation.
Yes, yes! Let's keep this joke going, because it is such a good one. Ha 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 ha! Oh my! Ha 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 ha! WV descend. Well... You cannot descend from the top of your mobile station. The loose cable you gathered up and tied together is not yet long enough to allow you to reach the ground safely. You've used up all the cable you can find. You'll have to come up with another plan. WV, sacrifice your mayoral sash for more cables. Absolutely not! But are you crazy? A mayor does not relinquish his mayoral sash under any circumstances ever, period. I'll purify the
That's a
temple.
lot of cable, though.
That's such a dumb idea. Not as dumb as using your sash, but it comes close. The temple is way too big. You're probably just purifying a chunk of useless, boring rock. Wait, what's that? There's something dangling from atop of one of those towers near the temple. Command Serenity to carry the fruit to.
She is a tiny insect and cannot possibly lift more than the weight of a pumpkin seed. She does, however, inform you of what the ledge contains through a series of informative blinks. There's an old rusty harpoon
I was just looking.
lodged into the crumbling rock. Tied to it is a bunched up jumble of handy cable. This strikes you as convenient. It is almost as if someone knew you. You know what we could do that would probably be simpler?
What?
We could just both have the site up at the same time. Because then I can scroll when I need to. And, like, I can look at the picture as much as I want. And then your internet could just focus on streaming to Twitch.
Are you going to use the browser, or would you like me to link you to the unofficial Homestuck collection?
Whatever you're using.
I'm using the unofficial Homestuck collection. It will take quite a while to download, Tyler. Stream is almost
we'll prepare
over.
that for next time.
Stream is almost over. We will do that for next time.
We'll do that for next time. I can't believe it took us 2 whole streams to come up with that.
You can block air dash, Tyler! You can block air dashes!
It took us like 6 hours.
Feet rolling over in bed to look at me yelling when it's 3 PM and they should not be sleeping at this point in time. Fee. Sorry? Uh-huh. No, I felt it in my heart, just like Tyler's middle finger. Get ye rope. Okay, we just established it was a cable and not a rope, but that's okay. You take a hasty swig from your delicious pawns and put it down. And then quickly adjust the coordinates to the jumble
Oh, they're
of...
pawns, are they?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not right.
Oh, of course, the time wasn't set to the present moment. Somehow it got reset to a few hundred years ago. It is some sort of present from the past, in the present, attached as an envelope. It looks extremely important.
To Mr. Mayor.
Go on.
You open the envelope.
There you go.
Inside. Yeah, sorry. I think we've got a bit of a delay, like more of a delay.
Oh.
Oh, wait, no. Never mind.
You were looking at the
Hold
stream and not my Discord?
Yes, I was looking at the stream.
Tyler, you are a genius.
Well, because I have usually when I'm doing the mod thing, I have the pop out for the Discord stream and I put it over the stream screen
Mhm.
so that I don't get confused between the two because one is over it.
Yep.
But I must have like minimized the stream.
Anyway,
pop
Tyler.
out.
Anyway.
Anyway, all right. You open the envelope. Inside is a letter and another envelope. This is all highly confusing and you do not know what to make of it. It is obviously critical mayoral business which you take very seriously, and you will defend this package with your life. That is very confusing. Try to purify the cable again.
You set the time to the present and purify a jumble of cable. Take the obvious course of action.
Yay. You tie all the cable together and carefully lower your precious pumpkin bindle. You then rappel down to the station with the package, which must not leave your side. Years in the future.
Which is to say the present moment precisely?
Hey!
Hey, we unlocked
Cool.
albums 2 and 3.
Funky.
An aimless renegade prepares for company. Cool.
I like your JPEG of a gun.
Rose, build as much as you can as fast as you can.
That seems like a waste.
Alright. Okay, while I make some stuff here, can you keep an eye out for imps? Just keep the safe or the tub handy or something. It'll serve them right for trashing my posters.
I keep telling you the posters were always like that.
And I keep telling you, haha, very funny.
Here, look.
Yeah, I saw those, but they didn't look like that before. You must have changed them.
Even if I had a motive for such bizarre and pointless deception, where would I find the time? I don't even have Photoshop.
Then why didn't you tell me they were there?
I had no reason to think you were not aware of them. I thought they were strange, certainly, but was not struck by any particular impulse to discuss them.
Okay, it still doesn't make sense, though. Implying that I drew them a while ago and then forgot, and then couldn't see them, and now suddenly see them. That's stupid. What would that even mean?
It looks like you were in your father's room recently.
Yeah.
And how did it make you feel to discover what was in there?
Oh no, I just realized. You are going to psychotherapify me. Well, don't bother.
Maybe I'm just being a friend.
Maybe. Eyes suspiciously. Anyway, I guess you saw what's in there. It's boring and there's not much to even see.
That doesn't matter. What matters is how seeing it affected you. I think it clearly has in some way.
Well, I don't know. At first I was nervous to go in and find more of his weird clowns, because of course they are stupid and I hate them a lot. But then when I didn't see any, it was weird. I felt weirdly, like, disappointed somehow.
Is it fair to say this changed your perception of your father?
Yeah, I guess.
Is it such a stretch to conclude that it's changed your perception of other things as well?
No, maybe not. But what are you getting at? It sounds like you're saying I'm crazy.
Oop.
Cool.
I don't like to use the word crazy.
Oh god. See? This is therapy bullshit.
That was a joke. But anyway, whether it means you're crazy or not, consider this theory. Your presumably long-standing tendency for scrawling this imagery is really your subconscious trying to express something disturbing within you, possibly something from your past which you have blocked out. And since you have suppressed it, your conscious self cannot acknowledge the drawings, therefore they have been invisible until now.
Why now?
Perhaps because you have seen evidence that conflicts with the worldview your subconscious has constructed to obfuscate the truth, that your dad was not necessarily the clown-loving maniac you thought he was. All along, this negative attribute buried in your psyche may have been projected onto him, and subsequently reviled as a sort of defense mechanism.
But this is absurd. My dad loves those shitty clowns. He got all the statues and paintings everywhere.
Is it unthinkable to think that over the years it was he who believed you were the one with passion for clowns? Because of all the strange drawings in your room? A father that embraces his son's hobby to establish a stronger bond? Or wages a campaign of passive-aggressive mockery of your interests? Either is plausible. I don't know your dad that well.
I don't know. Not sure about all this. But I think we need to stop and acknowledge the bunny Sassacre fedora I just made.
Honestly, I think it's more likely the first. It's awesome.
What?
I think it's more likely the first. The father embraces a son's hobby to establish a stronger bond.
Oh. When you didn't read the line, I was very confused.
Yeah, sorry. Oh boy.
Wow, what are you doing, by the way? Rose, sorry to say, but this is all looking kinda silly.
I'm trying to spread the upward construction around here so there's more substantial foundation for later on, but I'm starting to wonder if it will be strong enough. I'm starting to wobble a little. I don't think brick chimneys were meant to serve this architectural purpose.
Yeah, no shit.
I do like that they all swear a lot. Like, I kind of forget that they're free to swear whenever they want because it's a webcomic with no like censorship requirements.
Yeah.
So like when John drops a very deserving yeah no shit, I'm like, yeah, you're right, no shit. I might have to adopt a different building strategy. Stick to more load-bearing walls, blockier shapes, especially since grist has been easier to come by lately.
Okay, but you must be really running low on time right now, right?
Right.
Strider! Yeah, of course, the robot would actually be playing it. Prospect.
Prospect.
I think her bass solo is one of the cooler tracks.
It is so cool.
Change wardrobeify to cycle through Star Heart Horseshoe. Okay, good idea. You leave the moon in the cycle though, because you like it. Go explore the Golden City. Look at that! Look at all that Golden City.
That sure is a lot of JPEGs of random fancy architecture,
Yeah.
painted in a gold filter.
Go and make a new friend. Hey, look.
Hello. PM.
Eat litter and envelope. Oh, he wants to. Will you cut that out? You have company. Look behind you.
Green. See? Over there. WB. Read letter.
Well, that
Go
makes
here.
it very obvious. Okay, Jade's fucking precognition.
Yeah.
Well, she sees in the clouds, that's right.
Freedom of your people depends on it.
Woof.
Pew. Cover. Hurry.
Give present! Hooray! To Miss Mail Lady. Gracefully fly to
Gracefully fly.
the other golden tower.
Yes. Decide to check on your neighbor. Inspect neighbor's tower.
I should unpause my music.
Me too. It's very much the same as your own. The only difference is that this one is home to a young boy instead of a young girl. You peer through the window.
It's John!
John is, of course, sound asleep. It looks like he's having troubled dreams as usual. You cannot disturb his slumber, though. He will wake up when he's ready.
Speaking of John, you wonder if he ever got his birthday present you sent him, or for that matter, if you even remember sending, or if you even remembered to send it. Oh, and you get so confused sometimes. If only you had some system in place to help you remember things.
Your moon is getting very close to Skya. You'd better go inside soon. It was never a good idea to be outside during the eclipse. Maybe you can take the opportunity to log onto your computer and ask John about his present. You just know he will think it is awesome, and it'll be a great way to thank him for the wonderful present he got you.
Alchemized in a 1980s time-lapse montage. That would be pretty cool, and would promote the appearance to the audience that a whole lot was getting done in not much time. It also sounds like kind of the pain in the ass. So you decide to play it straight this time. Rose moved the Alchemist back down to the deck while she reworks the building project up there just as well because it gave you that a lot of legwork. Between this thing, the Designix, and the lathe, that's a whole lot of scrambling around. Why doesn't a single one of these fucking players put all of these machines right next to each other?
Not enough room!
Bullshit! Recombine hammer and pogo ride. Huh. So punching the same card with two different items worth of codes is a different type of alchemy. It's like parallel alchemy.
Yes, it's and rather than like or.
No.
Or like nor.
Yeah, it's and nor. Because the whole.
Like that.
So the holes remaining are like.
I get it in my head. I just don't know how to say the words that
Yeah.
make
So
it,
punching one card twice.
Know that
Yeah, punching one card twice is an and alchemy because it is the holes of this and this. Whereas having two cards that the only holes that are available are the holes of either the only holes that match up, right? So I think it's XOR. No, they're yours, Fee. Stephen doesn't eat bananas. Sorry? For you? That was me buying them for you when I went shopping for you. I even said that. Yeah. This time, instead of overlapping the two cards which created the pogo hammer, you use the two codes to double punch a single card, producing a different hole pattern. The result is the Hammerhead Pogo Ride. It doesn't look like a lot as much fun. It doesn't look like it's as much fun as the original ride, but to be fair, it's probably a lot safer. How? What? Double punching cards creates patterns with more holes rather than less holes by overlapping cards. This strikes you as a viable method for combining more than two items without whittling down to too few holes or too many. Just mix and overlap with double punches and the sky's the limit.
Ooh.
You make the green slime ghost suit. Pretty swanky, but you're not completely satisfied with this wardrobe upgrade yet. Hell yeah, I love his like deep teal green look. Oh,
Yes.
you make the wise guy slime suit. This is so much better. It seems there are a lot of secret trickstery gimmicks connected to the— oh shit, there goes the cards! Combine glasses and PDA. You make the serious business goggles. Oh, phone call. Who are you and what do you want?
Hello?
Hello?
Glasses and PDA?
I'm alright.
Hello? Glasses and PDA?
Yeah, I think I can do that.
Oh.
Alright, see ya. Stream interruptions. Literally. Tyler, are you back?
Yeah? Yeah, I'm back.
What? Remember to make that phone call. I did that ages ago. Today I did it, but yeah, thank you. Combine sledgehammer, telescope, and Sassacre text.
You didn't read the page, but whatever.
And while you're there, Fee, can I has pop beer? Don't worry, if I ever have to go to the fridge and everyone wants something. No, I want the pop-up. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. If that's the last one, put a new box in. How many are left? Put another box in then. Because like we're gonna be annoyed if there's only one popper left and we both want one.
Tino announced you're streaming again.
All right. Anyway, the fuck did you say?
Tino announced you're streaming again.
Not you. Is it your box of shapes? There's two there, right? Then yes, then one each, I said. What did you say, Tyler?
Dino announced you're streaming again.
Well, shit. Because I was planning on ending very soon. Combine gushes and blue. Telescopic Sassacre Crusher, Big Hammer.
Come on, man.
Combine gushes and blue ectoplasm. Ugh.
Phlegm aneurysm. You mix your gushers with some blue slime nano left on the wall to make a box of hellacious blue phlegm aneurysm gushers with ghostly healing properties. These should be convenient if somewhat unappetizing.
Combine fake arm, blue ectoplasm, and PDA. It's actually really cool, this.
Remote ghost gauntlet.
Yeah.
You make the remote ghost gauntlet. It looks like when you put on the special computer glove, it lets you control the big slimy ghost hand. The ghost gauntlet appears to have a considerably higher lift capacity than your own puny arms.
Combine ghost gauntlet and bathroom mirror. Huh.
You make a left-handed remote ghost gauntlet to complete the pair, because you don't see why the hell not.
Complete umbrella and combine umbrella and straight razor. Straight razor.
Harper's best friend.
Ugh.
Suddenly seems worthwhile to you to go nab the umbrella kind stripe specimen that's been lying in the study for a while.
Combine gushes and shaving cream. Ooh.
Make a deadly Betty Crocker Barbasol bomb. Be careful with that thing. Jesus.
Combine ghost dad poster with. You have a cool idea for combining something with your ghost ad poster, but it looks like you drew shit all over that one too without realizing it. Lousy goddamn stupid subconscious. Anyway, you think you have an idea how to clean it up. Heath Ledger joke figure. That's interesting.
Funky.
If you could somehow subtract the code from the Joker figurine from the code of the poster, it might work. Luckily, the Joker code only has 2 holes, making the task very simple. The defaced Cosby poster shares those 2 holes. You determine that the defaced Cosby poster would only result from double punching with the Joker. If your theory is correct, this means the original Cosby poster had one of those holes punched, or the other, or neither, making 3 total possibilities. You tried all 3 possible codes, yielding a potted plant, a painting of a horse attacking a football player, and a clean Cosby poster. Success!
Nice.
Combine Cosby poster with computer.
I forgot Cosby was still cool this time.
You make the Cosby top computer. This thing is probably a useless piece of shit, but making it was cause you to feel an alarming sense of satisfaction. Combine Dad's hat with Problem Sleuth game. Oh. You make another original fedora with 4 pieces of candy corn inside.
Ordinary.
Combine hammer with Problem Sleuth game. Ooh. Whatever this item is yet, you cannot make it. It requires a ludicrous amount of grist, some types of which you have not even encountered. Iron and pogo hammer.
Wrinkle fucker!
fucker! So much sweet loot. You almost think it'd be simultaneously your birthday and Christmas or something. Of course, you know that is ridiculous and could never conceivably happen. Wow. Alright. Actually,
Yeah.
I think this is the perfect time to engage in one of those,
Cliffhangery save things.
Yeah, how the fuck, where the fuck is the save?
I don't remember.
Oh, there we go.
No.
We're averaging about 500 pages a stream.
Funky.
And with this having like 9,000 pages, this actually shouldn't take too long to beat.
Does it only have 9,000 pages?
Yeah, actually.
Okay.
I think that's
Some
cool.
of those pages are games, though,
Yeah.
which I imagine we might spend a bit of time on.
Oh yeah, like the pages where you can swap to every character to talk to every character are going to take forever because we will have to do every interaction.
Oh, we'll have to. Because
Yeah.
at that point, we'll have a voice for all the trolls, and it'll be real fun.
Oh yeah. God, fucking trying to come up with all the voices for both the alpha trolls and the beta trolls. Ugh.
See, I'm thinking that what we're gonna do is whoever has the beta troll. So, like, I have Carcat because I'm the only one who has a troll.
I'll have
voice
the
right now.
alpha Carcat.
I figure I'll have Cancree, the alpha troll.
No, I think
and
we
I'll
should
just
swap.
do Carcat's voice, but you just want to swap?
Yeah, I think that would
So
make
you
the
have
most
Cancree?
sense. Yeah.
Yeah, but the other thing I was thinking is you have the same troll because then it'll be a similar voice but tweaked to match whatever the way their personality changes.
No, I think we can swap. I think we can just swap.
Yeah, that also.
I'm okay with
that also-
having that many voices.
Yep.
But anyway, to our audience of 0 viewers, see if it is actually 0.
Yeah, I wasn't saying that as like a voice
1.
saving measure. I just meant as a sense of like just because they're related,
Yeah.
so they would have similar-ish voices.
But
But I guess that'll be up to
yeah.
each other to portray, I guess.
But
No way.
to my stream of 0 viewers, I would like to say thank you to everyone for watching. If you like what you saw, be sure to follow. And if you want to be notified of when I go live, type !Discord in the chat to get a link to the Discord channel, because I post there every single time I stream. In addition to that, if you want to be if you want to support the stream, there it is. Send the stream to as many other people as you possibly can. That's maybe why I have 25 viewers in my chat, because the stream just gets keep being sent to everyone. Send the stream to as many people as you can because that will help me grow. Tyler, do you have anything that you wanted to say last stream?
Vein Solid or nothing wrong.